Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you. They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit her with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm alive by the motor. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him. I never traded him. And if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side fly. Gucci get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with you for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Baby, moaning everybody. Tobin and Leroy. Well, where did he go? Like he was just
He
here.
was just here.
He was just here, dude. He was just here. Where is he hobnobbing about?
How do you hobnob when you already hobnobbed?
I don't know.
Like, how do you hobnob twice?
He's made
he
the
twice the hobnob.
He made the hobnob rounds. And now he's just back hobnobbing. Well, he's here. I don't know where he is in the building. We're all here. Well, except for Jennifer. She's stuck in traffic. It was a nasty day out there today. I know
Disgusting.
I know Schmeeth and Schmolnick loves us talking about our drives, but we made it. We made it, baby. It actually didn't start raining for me until I got like right into the building. Like right as I was trying to get out of the car, it started dumping out here. But we are here. We are here with you guys until 2:00. We're happy to have you here. As I had a quiet night last night. You know, I didn't really invest too much in sports, to be honest with you. I felt like I needed a decompressed night. First night without a Heat game in a while. No Canes, no meaningful football. I did, so Mrs. Tobin and I, we sat there. We watched a little Love Island All-Stars. And I don't like any of these people. Because you know what the thing with Love Island All-Stars is, Vlad?
What's that?
They're all bums. Like, it's all the
Just
rejects.
bums out the gate?
It's all the people who couldn't make it on Love Island. And it's all the people who basically are there. And they're like, oh, I was on season 3, but I was eliminated after the original 6. I'm like, yeah, well, then you probably weren't that interesting. Like, why do I need you for another round of Love Island?
Hey, Leroy, stop this.
Exactly, Bam. And I was just like, all right, we watched that. And then she fell asleep. And I'm like, I don't think I like these folks here on Love Island.
When
then
the wife falls asleep early, that's not
she
good.
fell asleep. No, actually, let me take that back. We made it through Love Island All-Stars because it didn't have all the episodes. Then we watched Salt Lake Wives reunion. Yeah, Mormon Wives. No, not the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. This is Real Housewives of Salt Lake.
Is it petty?
Is it what?
Do they get petty?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Well, one of them is a cult leader, but she was the craziest character. One of them got arrested. She was actually the wife of the Utah cornerbacks coach. Her name was Jen Shaw, and she got arrested and sent to jail for fraud. But the husband has been he's like a legend in Utah. He played for the Utes, and then Michigan's new coach Whittingham.
He was there for like 19 years.
Vlad, he was there for 20 years, and this guy's been on his staff basically the whole time too. So I don't know if he's going to Michigan. He might be. Real Housewives of Ann Arbor's coming your way. But so she was on the show. But then there was also, dude, the craziest storyline in that show is this woman, Mary, who was she was the time bomb. She hated everybody the first 3 seasons. And then she just left because there were all these cult allegations on her church. So she's just vanished for 2 seasons, and they had like these bum characters come in. Like one was like somebody's assistant. She turned out to be a troll. They kicked her off. Then they had this other lady. She loves Giannis because she's Greek. They did one episode of Salt Lake where they visited Giannis. But anyway,
Giannis.
Yeah, we'll get to him. But anyway, she had this documentary come out on HBO Max recently about everybody with these cult allegations. And there are people like her blood relatives are saying, yeah, she's a cult leader.
So is she like the female Aaron Rodgers, like the way her family's against her?
I think so. And she ended up marrying her step-grandfather.
Wait, what?
Yup. Because her grandmother was the head of the church. When grandma died, she swooped in there and married the grandfather. A little weird.
You think?
Anyway, The crazy thing is, though, she's like Aaron Rodgers.
Utah's a clean state, but they dirty at everything else.
Oh, dude, it's crazy.
They like Poly.
So she left for 2 seasons and then like just comes back and she's a completely different person. She's like nice. She's nice to everybody.
She found a new God?
No, just something's up. I think she tried to clean up the image. But anyway, I haven't gotten to the part of the reunion where she gets called out on the cult yet. That's what I'm waiting on. So that's what I watched last night. And then once my wife fell asleep during the reunion, then I flipped on Thunder Bucks. That wasn't a good game.
No, well, I mean, it wasn't good to watch, but it was good to see Giannis flip on his team.
Dude, Giannis, he's not going to be able to last. He's yesterday calling his teammates selfish afterwards because he got the fewest shots. What did he shoot?
Like 13 shots.
Yeah, he's like the fewest Giannis shots over these last 4 games have been like 3 of the last 4, Leroy.
Mhm.
Fewest shots he's gotten.
Mhm.
So he's ripping his teammates. They don't know how to get me the ball. I'm like, oh, this is going well. He is done with Doc Rivers. Doc, you got to be stressed about this.
I'm sorry, he had 11 shots. He
Look,
was 8
look.
for 11.
Look, 8 for 11 with an MVP, and we watching basketball. Like, look, I'm not one to turn teammates against teammates, but that's Giannis, and you not.
You're Kuzma.
Yeah, right. like I don't care how much you feel it. Give the ball to the Greek. Remember that? Get it to the Greek. Get it to the Italians.
Oh,
Yeah.
My
goodness. And not to be sidetracked.
We started off sidetrack because you went and hobnobbed for like the first 10
No,
minutes of the
somebody
show.
grabbed me.
Who grabbed you?
Huh?
Who called you? Who grabbed you?
Wait a
One of
minute.
the salespeople.
You were sitting down,
Yeah.
and then what? They
No.
They
I went
motioned
to
you
get
to
a
go?
coffee and
then you went to get the cake that I told you, didn't I? Didn't you?
No. So anyway,
I met those guys. Those are the winners promotion.
I'm
software
watching
guys.
this Terry Pagula
Oh.
and him saying I fired Sean McDermott because of the results on Sunday.
Yeah.
Is he gonna fire Josh?
No. He said seeing Josh cry, he knew he had to do something.
Yeah, tell him to stop throwing picks. So think about this. The coach got fired because the quarterback was a turnover machine, and you kind of just live with that, right? Because that's Josh Allen, and it happens. I mean, that's just, you live with it. But because one of your players and one of the good passes that Josh Allen threw got his lunch money taken, and the coach gets fired? Like, hey, even if that's what you feel, right? Even if you don't say the last game was the reason why you came to that determination.
In Mr. Pagula's defense, what is Sean McDermott's specialty?
Defense.
How many points have the Buffalo Bills given every time they get to the postseason and they lose?
Oh, boatload. They
So
they shouldn't. They getting caught in a whole bunch of shootouts and stuff. But Vlad, I'm gonna say this, right? And I really wish people would understand this. I don't care if you're an offensive guru or a defensive guru. You ain't crap without players. And so when you look at that defense and look at, they have a couple of good players and they're not performing, it's easy to go to the coach and say he ain't designing something up. But it all boils down to you got to play and you got to compete against the guy across from you. And if you're not good enough, that's going to be more of an indication of whether you win or lose other than what your scheme is.
Well, I think the thing that's crazy, though, is they were given this opportunity this year. Like the Dolphins, the reports were that they were pretty engaged in a trade for Jalen Waddle and that they were willing to give up their next year's first-round pick. And the Dolphins wanted this year's first-round pick because they probably wanted to get revamped and assets and all that type of stuff. I'm sure Champ Kelly didn't even know if he was going to be. He probably thought if I got a first-round pick, maybe I'll stick around. I don't know. But
maybe they didn't let him make that move.
Maybe. I don't know. Hard to say. But it's apparently McDermott was pretty upset. Like they didn't go and get Jalen Waddle because his Keon Coleman stinks. And
And they just threw that on. Throw that on the guy that's out, right?
And I love Tobin. This
is great. Like, it's great.
But the problem is,
I think we got to see if we're gonna get our own later on today. You think Stephen Ross answers any questions? No
Dude,
shot, right?
I think. Oh no, bro. What the owners have been doing this offseason with all the coaching changes and coaching hirings, they're throwing the mud out. Like
right.
But that's also
Baltimore's owner saying
Bisciotti,
only saying when they asked him if the kicker made the field goal, how many would John Harbaugh be the coach of the Ravens still? He's like, yeah, probably for another week. So basically, he was saying he's going to be a coach unless he won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Well,
and then now you see what's going on with the Bills, and what I love is the internet. You got to love the internet sometimes. They keep receipts.
Oh, dude, it's been amazing.
The receipts they kept from the Hard Knocks. I mean,
on Bean.
Yeah, on Bean saying, oh, I wanted Keon Coleman when he ran the 40 slow. Oh, that's perfect. He's going to fall for us.
Yeah.
After Pagula said he was just being a team player.
Yeah. It was rough. No, they got him.
Right. But that's my point, that like once you part ways, does it matter? Right? To sit here and now have to go that route. Right? We know, listen, in most cases, the owner and the GM have the best relationship, right? The coach may have some, conversations with the owner or whatever. And that's why I think the best thing that John Harbaugh did was say, I answer to the owner. Because if there's something going down, he going to hear it from the horse's mouth. He not going to hear it and then have the GM go talking behind his back. This is just crazy.
No, you want usually this lockstep thing. But like you always say, when things get bad, people are gonna, go. Happened with Jeff Ireland. When Jeff Ireland and Tony Sperano were close until I need to go on that plane for Jim Harbaugh.
Right.
So
it is, you know what? And here's the deal. And you can see it in all businesses. You can see it around here, right? And I'll use an example. We in this building, there might be people that won't even say hi to me and like just head nod. Then we go to an event and they got their friends with them, and then all of a sudden you best of friends. You know what I mean? I say, no, you ain't going to ignore me on Tuesday and then on Friday act like we buddies.
Yep.
Get on away from here with that.
Rats off.
Right. Like, and don't even care about the phoniness.
Smells.
I'm like, listen, buddy, I'm going to tell you. If I don't like you on Tuesday, I don't care if you win the Powerball and offer me money. I'm still not going to like you. That ain't going to change with me. That ain't my situation. Ain't going to change.
The only time I've ever done Powerball is actually when we did it as an office.
Yeah.
That was only because I was like, well, I can't have everybody winning here and I don't win.
Oh, you know what? That
was literally the only reason I did it. Because I'm like, I'm never going to win. But if they did win and everybody got rich and I didn't, I'd be sick to my stomach. So that's why I spent my $20 on the pool or whatever it was.
What about if you were the one that had to go get the ticket that day that it's like in a crazy amount of money?
Would you tell anybody?
This stress on.
I wouldn't.
That you didn't buy the ticket.
Oh no, I wouldn't tell anybody that if I won.
Yeah, you just go.
No, I wouldn't.
No, I mean, as an office, you wouldn't tell anybody.
Oh, if as an office, yeah, I'd tell everybody. We get all our paperwork together. Everybody have to sign. You know what I mean?
Hey, where's Leroy? Leroy's like, I'm in another country.
That's bad. That's bad karma, right there.
That is bad karma.
If you get office tickets and then don't.
Schmiethen chimes in. He goes, "You'd have to be pretty sick for that big of a stomach."
Wow.
-1.
Schmiethen, you would have loved it. I was like a kid in a candy store because Leroy offered me an egg sandwich before the show, and I was like, "What?" It was delicious. Where was that from?
Panera Bread.
Oh my God, that was delightful.
Yeah. Panera. Let me tell you something, Einstein. Right? Panera Bread, when they have it, it's good. But you'll order something and then go back 10 minutes later and they say, "Oh, we ran out of." I'm like, "You took my money."
Yeah, great move by them.
Right.
Anywho, let's get to our headlines, which are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or at DoralVolkswagen.com. In about 45 minutes, a new Dolphins era is upon us.
Oh, are we doing it live?
No, we are not going to carry it live. We will turn it around, as they say in the business, Leroy. We can't carry it live. We're not the
that's right.
Dolphins
that's
people
right. anymore. We, quick turnaround. What did it say?
Yeah, quick turnaround, baby. Do a quick turnaround.
Right.
So we'll.
I don't like out of curiosity. You want to get to this after the break? Anyone?
I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, first segment. Let's
so what do you want to hear?
I was thinking about this
because there is really nothing that they could say at this point in time before they figure out what they're going to do with the various issues with the organization that's going to make anybody feel, great.
I was thinking about this. So I was reading a tweet yesterday from Armando Salguero, and he was making the point. Now, I don't recall these guys winning the press conference, but I'll take it. Armando is
he went back to guys who won the press conference.
Yeah, and he was basically saying, like, hey, these guys in Dolphins lore have all won the Dolphins press conference. Let me see if I get the tweet exactly. He said Jimmy Johnson won the press conference. He claims Joe Philbin won the press conference. I don't recall that.
I can't remember what that man sounds like.
Adam Gase won the press conference. I think it was in Miami, because we all remember his press conference in New York was terrible.
Yeah, with the eyeballs.
Eyeballs were going crazy. Looked high as a kite, Yogi. Brian Flores won the press conference. I feel like he did win the press conference. I don't remember Mike McDaniel necessarily winning the press conference.
He won Tua. And then once he did that, everybody was just.
He said, after 36 seasons of covering the NFL, I know winning the intro press conference means zero.
Right.
Winning the game is what matters. I was actually thinking about this. If we think about this past year, the only thing we remember from the intro press conferences was what? Of all the new coaches.
Duval.
We need to lose the press conference. We need a real stinker today from Hafley, because the only things I've remembered recently are Liam Cohen going Duval and Sirianni's weird-ass press conference. So
Dan Campbell.
Did he have a bad press conference?
No, remember he was talking about biting kneecaps.
Well, that's just Man Campbell.
But people were ripping him for saying that.
Like,
They were mad about that?
Yes.
Yeah, they thought he was a little bit.
Who do they think they are?
No, you know what they said? Too much. The kids aren't going to respond to that.
I'm hoping Hafley loses the press conference today.
Here's the problem. They go in a unique situation in that they go in comforting each other. And so that interaction may lead them to win the press conference because they're already relatively close.
Yes.
You see what I mean? So that might be something that wins them the press conference, is that without even working with one another, they both are on the same page.
Yeah, I think that's a fascinating thing, is knowing what the relationship is and seeing how what all went into this. I want to know. I want to know if anybody will ask him. Hey, what did Troy Aikman ask you?
I think his.
You think Troy Aikman will be there? It's his baby.
What do you mean it's his baby?
It's his baby. Yeah, this is the Troy Aikman search.
I think they just called him and asked him what he thinks.
That's not what they're saying. They said Troy Aikman had a hand in this.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
So you hold on. Vlad, this is why I'm here. Okay. A GM that comes from an organization that ends up hiring a coach from the same organization. You're telling me that Troy Aikman had something to do with that?
Big time. That Aikman, Aikman found the Packers twins a long time ago.
Vlad.
What?
They paid for nothing.
I don't think that's true.
He already hired his boy.
But he
didn't need Troy Aikman. He hired his fam.
Hey,
right.
Hold on. Who found?
This is like Donald Trump saying, I'm going to have an extensive search on who's going to run my corporation, and then hires his son.
Well, that actually did happen with the Dolphins with Joe Bailey.
Right. I'm just saying. Are you kidding me?
No. But here's the thing. what if Troy Aikman, what if he saw the Packers twins from a long time? He goes, those guys can run an organization. And he kept note of it. And so then he hires Jon-Eric. He goes, you know who I want? I want the Hoff.
Wait, Ross? You saying Boss Ross was thinking that?
No, I'm saying he told Troy Aikman told him about the Packers twins.
You know what he's doing? He's trying to make this work. Dude, let me explain something to you.
Mm-hmm.
There is no sport that I know of that is as brother-in-law as football. Once a guy becomes a GM, hires his boys, hires the guys he's comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
Once a guy becomes a coach, all those coaches that he had interactions with end up moving up in the world. That's why before a game, when you watch a game, when you go to a football game, the first thing you see when you get there is all the coaches in the middle of the field networking.
This is a tweet from Jeff Darlington.
I don't care about
why
from nobody.
Why
he hired his boy? Troy had nothing to do with that. He was hiring his boy.
Okay,
he might say, "Hey, Troy, what you think?"
Hold on,
it's my guy.
If Troy Aikman had a hand in hiring Sully, okay, and he said to him, "Hey, who do you think the coach should be?" Ergo, that makes it a Troy Aikman hire. He found them both.
So now we're doing the tree. We're doing a tree,
Leroy.
Dude,
that's how the intangibles do it. It's a different way how we do it. We just would have said, "Listen, man, we hired our boy. That's it." We would tell our boy the things to do in order for them the right steps for them to go through in order for them to get the job.
So
that's it.
Like I don't understand
why.
Because it's basically like you hiring Tommy.
No,
it is.
No.
Yes.
It is.
It would be like Troy Aikman hiring me, and he goes, "Who's your guy?" And I said, "I got the guy."
That would be like Len saying, "Go ahead, Tobin. You have free reign to hire whoever, and you hire your son."
Right, but it would be like that if Len was Troy Aikman, which he is not.
But it didn't matter if it was Troy Aikman.
If Len had 3 Super Bowls, then we would be in a different story.
But he's been program director probably 3 different locations.
He has been, but this is
so. Then therefore,
I'm saying we have a radio consultant. Like if Mike Francesa came in as a radio consultant, and he goes, "I like that Tobin. You hire who you want, all right?" And I hire Leroy.
No.
Yes.
No.
That makes it Francesa's hire.
No.
It does.
Not.
So wait, it doesn't.
So did Troy Aikman
and Dan Marino?
Troy Aikman and Dan Marino, all those guys were there for the coaching portion of it.
They were there for everything.
No, they weren't.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
he
were.
was there for the GM.
They were 100% were.
Yeah, he was there for the GM.
Okay.
He was there for the GM search, and he was there for the coaching search.
Okay.
As I was trying to read the Jeff Darlington tweet, and you said you didn't want to hear it.
I didn't want to hear it.
Well, that's what it was.
He hired his boy.
Oh, get out of
Now you gotta. Now we gotta hear Tobin. You gotta hear the Jeff Darlington.
I gotta go to break. It's now it's time for break. We're back after this. So if you guys want those, be tuned in. We'll give those away before the end of the show. Oh, hello!
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Hi.
You almost got
10:28, huh?
You almost got.
Oh, wait, you're saying that right now. That's
It's
ridiculous.
10:24. I mean, you know.
Please.
You almost got in before the time you normally show up on.
Okay, yeah, sure.
-1 for tardiness.
You know what?
First of all,
Why are you lashing out
wait.
at me?
First of all, you think the way you commented when you came into the room with me that I'm gonna,
Tobin asked me a question and I answered.
I didn't like your opinion.
and then you said, I just love seeing the reaction.
Well, it's true. I
Okay,
wasn't
then.
lying.
Okay. Yeah.
You ready to apologize for this? Because I got a tweet for you.
Apologize for what?
I want to hear
Saying-
Jeff John
for saying Troy Aikman had nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with nothing. I got 2 tweets.
Nothing to do with a GM hiring his boy.
Nothing. You said he had nothing to do with nothing, and I'm telling you, one day.
I said he had nothing to do with the GM hiring his boy.
Well, we'll see. This is what these are the tweets. You can take it for what they are.
I don't trust me. You got
first
you
tweet?
got the look on your face.
First tweet.
He's got what?
First tweet.
First of all, ask if there's a blue check by that
This
by
is
whoever's tweet.
Jeff Darlington. You can come look at my computer. He said this was on January 9th. Quick note on Troy Aikman. I've been told many times how he was incredibly involved, incredibly thoughtful, and completely committed to the Dolphins GM search. I hope he stays at ESPN forever. But if he ever does something else, man, the Cowboys should put him in charge. So that was on the GM search. On the head coaching search, Jordan Schultz from Fox Sports, he tweeted out, what day was this? 3 days ago. The Dolphins GM head coach search committee was thorough and collaborative, but one voice that really stood out was Troy Aikman. Miami valued his input throughout the process.
Still hired Tommy.
As it ushers now
Still
in
hired
a
Tommy.
new era, Leroy.
Still great. New era.
I
Still
mean-
hired his boy.
Low key, Jordan Schultz is the same thing. You know, his dad runs Starbucks, so
didn't they get into a fight in Starbucks with Ian Rappaport?
him and Rappaport got into it at a Starbucks.
Who started that fight?
I don't know, but I mean, if you're gonna start a fight, you might as well start it in a place that you own.
Do you think he has like a card that just says, "Hey, Starbucks"? I'm the Schultz guy.
Clearly, he has a card.
Has
Or-
to, right?
yeah, or the app says unlimited.
Because like Pat Riley can walk into Armani, right, and get a suit whenever he wants for free. That's the legend.
It's got to be.
So like, does Pat? Do they just know that's Pat Riley? Like, is he on a list?
I'm more than sure that this place where he goes, he's gone before. So when he walks in, they're ready for it.
They're just ready to go, ready to go with Pat Riley's suit.
Well, a lot of times I already have like the measurements and everything ready for them before they even get there. So
Yeah, I'm sure he's on that VIP.
So they must
plan,
have
too.
Jordan Schultz's like cafe latte and all that ready from like the
Or as soon as he walks in, people are whispering.
Listen, regardless of him being a nepo baby, he's still a very credible NFL reporter.
he is.
And he says that Troy Aikman really stood out in the process, Leroy. And I'm telling you, we're going to sit here in 4 years and the Dolphins will be champions. And we're going to thank Troy Aikman, not only for his role in the search committee, but for getting Mike McDaniel the hell out of here. Because he's going to be with the Chargers. And let me tell you something. He won't be with the Chargers because Justin Herbert's going to be on his 9th coach by then.
No, he won't.
No.
Jim Harbaugh's staying there.
They're going to be still thinking.
Jim Harbaugh will be the coach there.
Well, then you know what? He'll be quarterback of the Raiders. Because Harbaugh will finally come to his senses and be like, I need somebody else. This guy never wins a playoff game.
All right.
I thought that McDaniel
Let me ask you
was
this.
work out.
No, the Vlad, like it's hard
How do you do it?
fighting. Like I feel like I'm in Disney
Why?
because a lot of your statements are the Disney music. When you wish upon a star, that's the music that should be playing when you talk.
Eisner?
Because like
What? What's the problem?
you understand that Troy could have been very conversational.
Mm-hmm.
That GM hired who he wanted to hire and only who he
But
wanted
you
to
don't
hire.
think that Troy Aikman?
No, I don't, because he hired his boy that Troy didn't even know.
You don't know that. You don't know that Troy Aikman didn't know.
I didn't.
You don't know who Troy Aikman knows.
Did you know him before they start talking about coaches?
No.
Okay. Besides talking about it on football, saying, "Oh, that defensive coordinator, Hafley, got to tell you, Funny how many head coaching jobs are available when you have Micah Parsons rushing the passer.
Wow, you're calling
nobody talked about him before
Micah
then.
Parsons merchant. That what you do? That's what you're doing?
Look, whatever works.
Interesting.
Wait, guess what? There are people that have gotten jobs.
You know, the Cowboys
got really good jobs and moved up based on some of the players that they coached.
The Cowboys had Micah Parsons. Their defense sucked.
And
wait, who had the Micah Parsons?
The Cowboys. They had Micah Parsons for years. Their defense was bad. It was a
Not
bad defense. It was statistically a bad defense.
Not every year.
For the last 2 years, it's been terrible.
All right, 2. But the first 3 years he was there wasn't that bad.
I'm saying that just because you have Micah Parsons, even though he's incredible, doesn't mean your defense is going to be great.
How good was the defense without him?
This year?
Yeah.
Not great.
Okay.
Not great.
Not great with him, not great without him. You know what that means? Trade, get assets.
Yeah.
And that's what they did.
It's at Hendrickson in Cincinnati. Same deal.
He's old.
So anyway, like, look.
I just don't like
Troy could have had some conversations.
Yeah.
But in the end, got the GM gig in Cleveland, right? They still kept their GM. But if he would have got the GM job there, guess where Hafley would have been the coach?
Mm.
Come on, dude.
What?
Play along.
You play
Everybody
along.
knows he would have
Why
been
should
the
I
head
play
coach.
along with your
He would have
games?
been
You
the
won't play
head.
along with my games.
He would have been the head coach at Cleveland.
Oh, come on, dude. You think he wants the Cleveland job? I don't think so. He'd have been like, "Hey, Sully, nice knowing you, dude."
Really?
You know this guy had several interviews.
Huh?
Hafley was highly sought after. He's had more interviews.
You didn't know him before Tuesday.
I don't care.
Stop.
I'm telling you that he had multiple interviews. He would have gotten a head coaching job if not for here.
I said he was going to be your head coach. The minute you hired Sullivan, I said, "Oh,
Yeah, that's fine." But I'm saying, like, let's say
we didn't need Troy Aikman for that. For that news.
You needed
that
Troy Aikman
news
to get
flash.
Sully. You needed Troy Aikman to get Mike McDaniel out of here.
No, we weren't talking about that. We were talking about the coach.
Oh, now you don't want to.
We were always talking about the coach. You the one brought up all this other stuff.
Dude, actions have consequences. I don't know what to tell you. If Troy Aikman lights the match, the fire came from Troy Aikman.
Dude.
Jennifer, how much credit should Troy Aikman get?
Based on those tweets?
Yeah.
I mean, he was hired for something, so yeah, might as well have
Hired? He wasn't hired.
She gets it.
I didn't say hiding. I said hired.
He wasn't hired. Was he? Listen,
he was hired.
How? You know what?
I would give
By
him.
the way, Leroy, hold on. I loved the fact that they said Troy Aikman was hired when Troy Aikman had a week of studying, Patriots and Texans as well. He had games to do. He had games to get ready for.
Troy Aikman can roll out of bed. He knows what he's doing. You know what he did to Vlad? What's the most viral thing that Troy Aikman did this week? He ripped CJ Stroud. He doesn't need to study for that. Everybody knows CJ Stroud is underperformed. What are you going to study for?
I mean, what gave it away? The turnovers?
Well,
or the turnovers?
Well, CJ Stroud was giving it away, so therefore, that's why he was ripping them. But
like,
still.
wait, thanks, Captain Obvious. CJ Stroud sucked.
That's what I need him for, though. That's
Really?
what an analyst should do.
You know what? But you see it. You know what? You know what's crazy?
What?
Right now, right in the gonzo, I want to hit you.
Why?
Right in the
Why?
snot box.
That's not fair.
Because
Damn, you went in the face?
Because you know why?
Let
me tell you, Vlad, let me tell you why. Because every day I give this man some of my best work.
Your
right?
opinion, your analysis.
Yes, analysis. And he dismisses it. And then he just said,
he's the dismisser.
Yes. And then Troy Aikman, who has just met the organization on Tuesday, and now all of a sudden is making major decisions for the organization.
He's been in the shadows for weeks.
They're having a May June love affair.
He's been in the shadows for weeks. He was in the fold before he ripped McDaniel on television.
Can I tell you this? If I own an organization that's $15 billion, right? I ain't gonna sign somebody right away and say, "Oh, we listening to him."
Why not?
Unless he has
That's
a real
what's-
role in the team.
You know, that's literally what Stephen Ross has done with like half of the people who have run this team. One year they were sitting next to him at a game. Next year, Tannenbaum's running the Dolphins. Did it with Carl Peterson. He literally does this all the time. So now he gets a little sexier. All right. He goes with a champion quarterback. You know, because look, Dan Marino, quite frankly, Dan Marino's had his chances to take the bull by the horns. You know what he wants to do? He wants to be fun Uncle Dan, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. You can be fun uncle, but sometimes you need real business uncle. And that's what Troy Aikman's here for. And if you want to dismiss it, you can dismiss it, but that's fine.
You don't have any nieces or nephews
I do have nieces and nephews.
on your wife's side.
They're still mine. I buy them presents.
That's a fact.
All right.
So, and you want to know what I am? I'm fun uncle.
You're the Funkle?
I'm Funkle. I'm Dan Marino.
I see it.
Wait, are you Dan Marino or Troy
I just
Aikman?
picture.
No,
I just picture.
I'm Dan Marino.
I
I'm fun uncle.
just picture a whole bunch of Cubans hanging off of Tobin like a tree. Swing us around, Unc.
Theo.
Look at him.
Theo.
Look at him.
Theo.
Look at him.
But here's the thing. The problem is, as fun uncle, you can't be the business uncle. And so that's why we needed Troy Aikman. Somebody get down to business. Dan shows up with his hat, comes in, couple Mai Tais.
Mai Tais?
Yeah, he's relaxed.
Who? Dan?
Yeah.
Nah, Dan's not drinking Mai Tais, man.
It's definitely drinking whiskey. Some kind of
Whatever,
bourbon.
dude.
Hey,
He had
dude, here.
Or a vodka soda.
Here's what's so frustrating about you. The stories that you tell as to how we ended up where we are
Entertaining.
are right when it's nothing more than I'm familiar with this guy. That's who I'm hiring.
Barry Jackson tweeted this out.
I don't care.
on
I
You know what?
January
You call,
10th.
you call Tobin a dismisser. You're doing that right now.
You can't
and I-
dismiss
and I'm
sources.
giving- and I'm giving-
You can't
He's
dismiss
trying to
sources,
get-
Leroy.
Yeah, I have a
What is wrong with you?
bibliography
Might as
here.
well.
The three of you are piling up on me.
No,
This is not fair.
I
I've
am
been doing that
fair.
since I got here. So
I
you
am
know what?
fair.
Take it.
I am the fair judge here.
Yeah.
But he uses Twitter to his advantage.
I said
Because
it.
he goes to everything, he scrolls Twitter and goes, oh, this guy said exactly what I was saying.
Well, I haven't found one tweet that said Troy Aikman did nothing. He was a figurehead bum. I haven't seen that tweet. I haven't seen that.
But I didn't say that.
I think you did.
Okay. Do you think
I said
JFig.
when the Green Bay GM hires a Green Bay coach to be the head coach, Troy Aikman had very little to do with
But
that.
Troy Aikman has everything to do with it if he picked the Green Bay the Green Bay GM?
But he had listen, you both are making great points.
Thank
here.
you.
You
That's
both
all
are
I'm
making great points.
I would say that he would too.
hear that crap.
No, but Leroy.
want to be right.
Leroy, you both can be
Why are
right.
you dismissing all over
You know,
again?
two people could be right, just have different opinions.
Not on this
Exactly.
show. Somebody got to be wrong. I'm like, I don't know
Well, it
where
sounds
you
like it's
been.
you.
I don't know where you've been.
Where are your Barry Jackson tweets?
Somebody got to get the -1. Somebody got to be wrong.
Okay, great. I'll give it to you.
You're wrong.
Minus
He hired his
one.
boy.
That's toxic.
Well, both
behavior.
people could get points.
Can I give you this Barry Jackson tweet? Then we got to go to break.
Yes, please.
Per source, Troy Aikman will continue with the Dolphins in an advisory role during the head coach search. New GM Jon-Eric Sullivan is leading the search with the owner, Stephen Ross, but Troy will stay on to advise in similar fashion throughout the process. Apologize.
Okay.
Apologize.
Okay. Let me.
Because I never said John
wait.
Sullivan.
You
was
want
the
me to
only
tell you
reason.
what the meeting was? Here's the meeting.
Why are you raising
Sully.
your voice?
Sully said, "Hey,
He's a yellow.
I'm gonna hire my guy. I'm gonna hire my guy." Troy was like, "Okay, that's it.
Stamp of approval.
It's not step. Go to break."
He consulted.
Welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you. Look, let's put our quibbles aside, huh? Let's just acknowledge Troy Aikman had some part in this. Maybe not as you don't agree as much of a part.
In the GM. I mean, when the guy hired to run the organization or to be the GM came from Green Bay, and then the head coach comes from Green Bay, I'm like, the only thing Troy Aikman could do in that situation is look at Stephen Ross and go, give him a thumbs up. That's it. Because that seems to be the guy he was going to hire.
What if Troy Aikman's in the at some Dolphins games next year?
What about it?
Would you acknowledge that he's a bit of a grand poobah with the organization?
It's going to be really hard for him to be at a game if he's doing games.
Sunday games you can get to.
Okay.
-1, man. Come on.
Why, dude?
Because how is he got
-1
Come on.
for propaganda.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, she's back.
Yeah.
-1 for tardiness, for
Again?
hobnobbery.
Yeah. How you late twice in an hour?
What are we doing?
You know what? You guys need to relax.
We
Hop
need to
off me for a
relax.
Don't
second.
dismiss it.
We need to relax.
Don't be Mrs.
because
Dismisser.
You guys are going off on me for what? What did I do to you?
You were 24 minutes late.
That wasn't my fault.
What?
I mean, it's never.
You know what? Today, don't talk to me, guys. Literally, ignore me.
-1 for lashing out.
You're mad at Tobin. You can deflect.
This is what she does, though, dude. This is how Washington gets one look away. It's over.
I have not said one word, and I'm getting trashed.
Because your look, and before I even got in here, I saw your face in the theatrics.
For lashing out.
Wait, so now you're a professional. You read body language now?
Today with you,
You wait. Wow.
No.
I'm like,
Wow,
I
told
gotta tell
dude.
you.
Careful.
I'm gonna have to tell everybody, fair warning.
Mm-hmm.
JFig is on one today.
Yep.
You look like a bird.
Yep.
Who, me?
And
Yeah.
her scope.
Keep
What
it
kind of
up.
bird would I
Keep
be?
it up.
The one that she's gonna murk.
It's a
JFig's a birderer.
see. Now, don't look at me.
Cold-blooded
You're starting it
birderer.
off.
I'll tell you what you want to defend yourself.
What?
Stand around some traffic
I won't go near you.
and some rain.
Some rain. I mean, I'm surprised we have any traffic. It all seems to go the same route as JFig every day. I'm just saying.
Did Troy
Yeah,
Aikman
you're
consult
just
you in
saying.
Did
your
you
ride?
He did it, which is why I got here at 10:24, huh?
Troy Aikman consulted in your ride to
You're
work
so
today.
right.
Could you imagine her?
Troy Aikman's very good
Could you
with time
imagine her hitting
management.
the route and Troy Aikman shows up and says, Jennifer, you probably want to make a right here because the traffic's going to be there and we really don't want you getting to work at 10:24.
Yep. That's exactly what got Mike McDaniel fired was time management.
This is just a bizarre last few series, and they don't go hurry up. Now they're going hurry up, calling timeouts. It's hard to understand exactly what the philosophy or what they're trying to do.
Second down.
I feel like that ref was
delayed game on top of it.
that ref was in traffic for JFig. Delay game. Jennifer, 5 more minutes before you get to work.
Point for toe.
She's not having fun.
You guys done?
She looks like she
Are
about
you
to
guys done?
wait.
I'm about to walk out this room.
She
Take
looks
it out.
like she about to get an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Personal foul,
Personal foul.
unnecessary
Bro.
tardiness.
You gonna have
Unnecessary roughness, maybe.
You're gonna have to like,
Unnecessary tardiness.
we're gonna have to suspend you for the first half of the next game.
You
Oh
probably
my
would.
God.
Yeah.
What a bogus rule that is. I still can't believe they did that.
Yeah, it's like I don't understand. Like my whole thing about football is it's a physical sport, right? And you penalize people for being too physical. I get it. I get when you could go too far. I get when there's late hits and stuff like that. But a lot of it is in the heat of battle. Nobody says going into a game, ooh, I'm going to have a 15-yard penalty and hit somebody late. So you really shouldn't be penalized for, like, if they add up, like if you get a certain amount of them and you get suspended for a game, okay, fine. Right? But and then they have to dissect the play so it could kind of go either way. Now that guy can't play the next half of the next game.
And everything looks worse in slow-mo.
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Look at that time.
Look at the crown of the helmet. It's moving slow. Right. And then they don't call it when Mendoza got his lip split. Because that was more egregious than the one they caught. Right.
Took it like a champ.
But no, my
In
favorite
fairness,
is
he does have
why did he lay on the ground like he was dead?
In fairness, he has a very tiny face mask.
What?
He has a very tiny face mask. He doesn't put a lot of protection.
Ooh, Mendoza?
You know why?
Hmm?
He's probably required to see more than anybody else.
Perhaps. But he was looking like a 90s kicker.
Oh, no.
With the one bar.
No. Man, I played with a one bar.
Yeah.
His name was Matt Barr.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. Get you caught up with your headlines. We're back after this. Welcome back, everybody.
It's one more reason to piss Jennifer off.
Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM.
Hey, again, I just want to say, not me.
Okay, so is this live, Vlad, or is this a replay? Because Teron Armstead's on there. I didn't see him earlier. He's not normally on their show.
This is a replay. He was on.
He was on
show.
earlier?
He's on today's show.
He's very good at media. Very charming, that Teron Armstead. Probably wishes he wasn't throwing the bag for McDaniel, though. It's like, why did I defend that guy? The Dolphins press conference is going to start soon. We'll bring you some of those clips later on in the program. As Jon-Eric Sullivan and Jeff Hafley are going to get introduced. This is according to Boots on the Ground, Barry Jackson, Malik Washington, Kenneth Grant, Jordan Phillips, new Jordan Phillips, Jason Maitre, Jonah Savaiinaya. Among those, the Dolphins press conference for Sullivan and Hafley. Kader Kohou is here on a bike as he continues working back from his August ACL surgery. He is set to be an unrestricted free agent. I was about to say, when is Kader Kohou allowed to go get a contract?
March.
I feel like Kader Kohou's been. Of course, Marcos will tell you he doesn't need one.
It's the new year. Once the new year starts, I think it's in March, right? So your contract goes up through March.
Ricardo says, "Is Tobin ever going to mature?"
No, I'll answer that for you.
Wow, crazy.
Myles Garrett has to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I would think so. He broke the record.
Although Will Anderson was,
oh, he's scary.
He is scary.
He's scary. But I mean, that's what happens when you get
Offensive Player of the Year. Drake May, JSN.
Are they just showing the nominees right now?
Stafford, Christian McCaffrey,
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Wow, Drake May's the only quarterback.
Yeah, he's not gonna win.
Stafford is not even. Oh, that's offense. Yeah,
Offensive Player of the Year.
That's not NFL MVP.
Usually, that's the non-quarterback winner. MVP win always.
So it'd be Jackson Smith. He almost got 2,000 on him.
No, it could be Bijan.
It could be Bijan too. But is it going to go somewhere that they were winning?
Possibly. That probably.
If you want to know who was most important, I mean, Christian McCaffrey, if he's not on that team, they do nothing.
Defensive Rookie of the Year, you think Kenny G is going to be on there?
No.
Yeah,
Kenny G has a better chance of being on than.
Oh, you talking about the musician?
The musician Kenny G.
Carson Schwarzenegger.
He was really good.
Intangibles.
He was really a second-round pick. Defensive rookie, James Pierce.
Bless you, Jennifer.
Abdul Carter.
No.
Abdul
Carter was watching porn.
Didn't he get suspended?
Yeah, he was watching.
I don't know
porn.
if that was founded rumors. I think that was internet rumors.
I think it was true.
You could think it's true, but we don't know that it's true.
Well, if you
we have to throw that out there.
If
we
you
don't know if that was true.
If you were watching that Hard Knocks toward the end, and he was like, "Yeah," and they were trying to, big him up because he started playing well after that last incident, which was the rumored he was watching some other game film that he shouldn't be watching.
Offensive Rookie of the Year, Emeka Ibuka, Jackson Dart, Tet McMillan, Travion Henderson, and Tyler Shuck. Those are your nominees there, Leroy. Still awaiting the press conference to get going. I got the stream over here on my laptop for Dolphins facility as they're going to introduce their new coach and whatnot. Headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. Both teams in action tonight, Leroy. We have the Heat and Panthers. The Panthers are in Winnipeg to take on the Jets. That's at 8:00. If we could have a goalie fight tonight between Sergei Bobrovsky and Connor Hellebuyck. So we'll see. We'll see if Bob has calmed down. He's ready to. If everything's all set, we might. I'll check what the morning skate reports are, but we could be getting Marchand back. He's missed like the last handful of games, so we get a Marchand-Kachuk duo there today. That would be nice. Definitely needed. The Cats currently, they need to get going, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
they are 5 points out of the final wild card spot. They have 53 points. Buffalo and Boston are at 58. And Panthers do have 2 games in hand against Boston. But you got to get going. They got a lot of teams in front of them, too. It's very bunched up the East this year. Very bunched up. So need to get that win tonight. The Heat, meanwhile, they take on the Fighting Cronins tonight. Taking on the Blazers, who also, we could call these are the two teams affected most by the gambling scandal, because Chauncey Billups, of course, not allowed to coach them this year. Tiago Splitter is their coach. And
it's just weird. I thought he was still playing.
Did you? Assistant Coach of the Year, by the way, nominees: Brian Flores, Josh McDaniels, Clint Kubiak, Vance Joseph, Vic Fangio. Fangs, no interviews, huh? Surprised. Nobody's taking him. He's too old, right? The old don't get many opportunities.
I don't think Fangs wants to be a coach.
I think he does.
You think?
Yeah. Well, when he was here,
70?
He said that he wanted to, because he said, he went in COVID. The old love living COVID. So he went out there and he was saying, COVID, I didn't get the opportunity that I hoped I would. Coach of the Year: Ben Johnson, Kyle Shanahan, Mike McDaniel. No, I'm just kidding. Liam Cohen, Mike McDonald, Mike Vrabel.
Mike McDonald.
He's been good.
I mean, you could actually give it to Vrabel too, because nobody thought the Patriots would be where they are.
Very impressive turnaround.
Yeah.
It's been a very impressive turnaround. So the Heat will play tonight. I believe Pelle is upgraded to questionable, so I'd expect him to be back out there. Tyler Herro remains out with the rib thing. So continues to miss games there. Last night in the NBA, you had the Milwaukee Bucks. They lost to the Oklahoma City Thunder, which no shame in that. I mean, a lot of teams lose. I mean, not the Miami Heat. They don't lose to the Oklahoma City Thunder. But other teams lose to the Oklahoma City Thunder. And because of that, they have Giannis all upset. Giannis is very upset. Some would say very upset. It's tough. It's tough. He's going to have to take it into his own hands, dude.
He is following everything that you require from a superstar when you want them to leave a team.
Oh, we got our MVP nominees. Here we go. Christian McCaffrey, Leroy, Drake May, Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, Trevor Lawrence.
Matthew Stafford or Drake May.
Agreed. We'll go one of those two. But the Bucks are now 18-25, Vlad. They are as close to the Nets as they are the Heat right now. So
they're not even in Plainville.
Oh, they're not in Plainville. They are not in Plainville. They are 3 wins back of Plainville. So they got some games in hand of the Hawks, but they are back right now. They are a game and a half out of Plainville, and they are really like they're as many games closest to lottery land. So we'll see what's what.
I love the way here's another little trick my man pulls.
What?
You make the situation of the player you want so dire and so down that you almost make it sound like the only solution is for him to get traded to the Heat.
I'm not saying what the solution is. He can get traded wherever he wants. Maybe he get traded to the Knicks. I mean, they're in disarray.
Yes, but a good beat down yesterday.
By the way, some breaking news.
News breaking.
Guess who else is at the press conference?
Tua Tagovailoa.
No, of course not. No.
Tyreek Hill.
He's playing for the Cardinals next year. Why would you do that?
Oh, man, they go from one short quarterback to another?
Barry Jackson tweets out, Troy Aikman is also at the Dolphins press conference. How about that, Leroy? You want to know why? Because an artist likes looking at his artwork.
Point for Tobin.
You boxed in.
How am I boxing?
You've been
With my guy hiring his boy? I'm not boxing with that. I don't care who you say had a hand in it. He hired his boy.
That is true. But Troy might have had some.
He had a lot to say.
He had a lot of say in the hiring.
Oh, look, it is on TV.
All right, here we go. Shout out NFL Network. Let me just make sure we're rolling on it. Talk amongst yourselves.
I don't want to talk to her. She's mean.
Well, we got Boss Ross.
I'm mean now?
Yes, you. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
You know what? I own it. I am mean.
Wow.
Talk closer to the mic.
You know what? Why don't you raise me back?
I have raised you.
She's already got lipstick on it. She's real close, dude.
Dog, I can't raise her anymore. She'll be to the sky.
Do you want me to yell?
No, you.
Because then I'm meaner.
I love mean JFig.
You guys wouldn't like me when I'm actually.
Whoa, okay, Hulk.
Whoa.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry?
You
No.
go from pale to green?
All right, so right now, you got Stephen Ross at the podium. He's got a fern behind him.
Yes.
Thank you so much for identifying the greenery behind
It
him.
looks like, like it's funny. He's got like this whole
greenery I want.
backdrop, and there's just a fern that's right there. They're in the Dolphins indoor facility. That's where.
They're at Baptist Health.
Yeah, they're at Baptist Health. They're in the indoor facility right now.
I mean, why wouldn't they center that?
I don't know.
Why is he on the corner of the
I think
van?
because-
-1 to them. I would have done better.
Right. Look at why is he on the corner? That tree.
It's
Move
a very-
the thing over.
It's a very strange setup because I believe they have tables next to him.
Right.
So I'm assuming.
So that's why he's over there.
So then he's gonna go
Because when they do the interview, when they sit at the tables, that'll be in the middle.
right.
But I still wouldn't have put
It's
a bush by him.
If I did, how about they just get a bigger backdrop?
I mean,
It's the Dolphins.
the guy has.
They have a slide in there.
They have a Formula One race.
Yep.
They have tennis, right? They have everything you could possibly imagine going on in that area with the new facility and everything. And they're doing a press conference by a bush.
You were spoiled. Look at it. Look what we're complaining about.
I know.
Come on, really?
Because we can't hear him. So.
Yeah.
This is what we're complaining about. That the fern, the bush is not
You
centered.
think they're asking him to stick to the paper?
I think so. Yeah.
Because
I think so. But this has been his movie. He doesn't talk anymore. He goes on Bloomberg and then he does an intro press conference to new coaches. He doesn't take questions.
Nah, he's gonna have to take some questions
I don't
today.
think so,
Why?
dude. I think he's gonna vamoose.
what
I don't think he's gonna be
like
there.
I think
I
don't
bet
you
you,
think
I bet you anything he goes and sits in the stands.
don't you think the GM and the coach probably need to answer more questions?
I think he's not going to answer questions because he has a lot of stuff that he hasn't answered for. And
Oh,
so
like what?
Job decisions, tampering charges.
We still talking about that?
What made you?
Well, you want to know why we're still talking about it? He's never answered about it. He's never talked about it.
Has he ever answered what made him change his mind on McDaniel? For keeping McDaniel.
That's
4
recent.
days later.
Hasn't done that. Hasn't answered anything about Brian Flores. Hasn't done anything. So
Well,
that's
they
why
ain't gonna talk about Brian Flores because they're still.
they're not going to talk about Brian Flores because he's not going to take questions.
Stephen Ross might be the most elusive person on the Miami Dolphins,
He used to talk a lot. He doesn't talk anymore
and he's 80.
I mean,
That's
you know,
crazy.
why doesn't he talk anymore?
because he steps in it all the time.
So, like, if you want him to step in it again,
Yeah.
or do
You know what? No. After what he saw happen with Mr. Pagula in Buffalo, he might want to avoid answering questions.
Oh my goodness!
He's still up there though. He's got a lot to say. It's a big intro.
Maybe he's ripping McDaniel.
Like, I saw Josh Allen crying, and I knew a decision had to be made.
He did say that.
It tugged his heart.
You know what my decision would have been?
Hmm?
To talk to my quarterback about not throwing this to the other team.
But all right, relief rate. I get that. And you know what? I totally agree with you. And I've been the one who said that McDermott should have been fired 4 years ago. He's been on the foreman for too long. He was burnt crisp. And I agree with you that Allen's the one that had the bad game on Saturday. But the man's lost 5 years in a row when the team has been favored to get to the Super Bowl.
That's a clean house from me, Vlad. You got a clean house.
You got like
Can I just say
Can
this?
we just say
I think-
everybody's at fault?
I think the one thing that you guys do, I don't. Like, there's something about always being in the mix, right? That if you change things up, there's no guarantee you're gonna get back to that point. And so from that standpoint, I'm a little less or a little more reluctant to make changes like that
That's
when
the-
you're that close.
Right, but that's
Like,
also your
very
former athlete in
rarely,
you.
very rarely do you make a change that substantial that results in that little of a of a jump. Like, you only need to win 1-2 more games.
Right, but you haven't been able to win that one
I
or two
get-
more games
for
5
whatever
years in a row.
reason- Oh,
Okay,
okay.
right, for
All right.
whatever reason, because
Like,
there's
okay.
been many reasons. There's been 13
Okay.
seconds.
So this is for people like me. Just say for people like me, I root for failure in
Why?
these situations because I don't think that you can go find somebody else that's going to just move you those next couple of steps.
So
I
what?
just think
So
the
you wanna
people you
stick-
have
you wanna be
need
stuck in
to
mediocrity?
be better.
Do you want to be stuck in mediocrity?
That's not mediocrity.
Bro, if you're going to be stuck.
Wait, you think Buffalo is mediocre? You think that where they've gone year after year after year is mediocre?
They stuck
It's
on
not
mid.
elite.
It's not elite.
Oh
they
my-
stuck on
It's not
mid.
elite.
But
How many?
So wait a minute.
All right,
wait
let
a
me ask
minute.
you this. Let me ask you this.
What
You want
about,
10 years?
What role does Patrick Mahomes play in this?
He plays
or
a big
what role
role.
did with Peyton Manning? Did Brady play a role in? Sometimes you just are in.
But Manning got over Brady at a particular point, right?
Once,
twice.
You don't get to be in the club. Like that's how it works.
No, once was in Denver.
That's why Chuck
Okay.
ain't got no rings. You know, like that's what happens.
Okay. I'm just saying that. What could you possibly do to the team?
Right now we got
that changing the coach is going to make that big of a difference. That's going to get you over the hump.
I ain't gonna lie. I like the new GM's wardrobe. He's no tie.
I got to tell you,
he's
between
got the no tie.
The no tie.
Can I say this?
He's got the Miami Vice look going.
Please say it.
What? Say it. In the mic.
I know.
Say it.
He's short. Oh
So,
my God.
When I saw their foreheads and they both had the same forehead standing next to each other,
Yeah.
I thought Beavis and Butthead.
People have thought Beavis.
They have thought of Beavis and Butthead.
I've seen the
You're not the first. You're not the only one that thought about
it.
it.
People have referred to them as Beavis and Butthead.
So
right now,
I'm
Jon-Eric Sullivan has stepped to the podium.
Oh, Stephen Ross left. He left. You saw that.
Told you. Exits.
I mean, he is tiny.
That's why that fern is there.
Wait, he's tiny.
I just told you that, Leroy.
Yeah,
He's
I know.
short. Like, yeah.
Stephen Ross is not like a giant, and he's a giant.
Dwarfed him.
That's okay. GM doesn't have to be tall. The coach might help.
No, he doesn't.
Who?
Jimmy Johnson's not tall.
How tall is
One of the scariest coaches I ever had was Bo Schembechler. He was 5'8".
So he's 5'9",
Really?
by the way.
Schembechler looked like he was like 6'2".
No, dude.
Maybe his ego and his
He had
personality.
he was 5'8", 5'9", with a bad ticker, and he was still terrifying.
Well, Jon-Eric Sullivan is at the podium. Stephen Ross spoke for about 5 minutes. He said, "This is from." He said he knew that Jon-Eric Sullivan was our guy a few minutes into his first interview, according to Stephen Ross. Is what he said. Stephen Ross from David Veronis' Twitter. He said that.
We always say that. Do we always have to do that
I'm
with
reading
draft
it.
picks,
I'm
coaches,
reading
whatever? This was our guy. You know, we do that at the draft.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
David Veronis said Stephen Ross has been as disappointed with the product as the fans. He said he's been through. He notes it was a thorough GM search. He said Jon-Eric Sullivan stood out above anybody else on the coach Hafley. Ross said Sullivan was very objective in choosing Hafley.
What does that mean? Aikman put in the final word?
No. Glad.
He needed Troy Aikman.
You know why you got to say that? So you don't get in trouble for hiring your boy.
I know.
So you got to say you were thorough.
I just said that earlier. I said that earlier, but we're gonna entertain Tobin's theory.
I don't have to be.
No.
I'm right. You know what you are.
Did you just raspberry him?
He's a child. You know what you are. You are a football toddler.
What is going on with
You're a
you
toddler.
guys?
I'm a toddler.
You're a toddler.
Oh my goodness.
You just want to admit, take the L. That's all I'm asking you. Take the L and we can move on.
Every time people comment on you, it has something to do with Looney Tunes, and you call me a child?
Eisner?
David Veronis tweets out, Jon-Eric Sullivan gets emotional, chokes up a little, talking about his long tenure in Green Bay.
Who? Sullivan?
New guy, Sully.
Oh, no. I'm like.
He looks like John Cryer.
According to Joe Shatt, he nearly breaks down as he thanks the Packers. All right. Keep it together there,
I would
Josh
like
Allen.
Wow. I can't stop staring, dude.
What? Him being short or his forehead?
That forehead.
Big.
You're staring at the fern. Come on.
No, I'm not staring at the fern because the fern is 1.5 feet taller than him. But I am staring at, man, when he does interviews, he's going to have to get powder.
Powder? What?
So it's not too shiny.
We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. We're back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM.
However do you want it?
You need to grow up, dude.
Huh?
You need to grow up.
There for you.
Dolphins right now
know
are
about this.
introducing Jon-Eric Sullivan as their new GM. They will also introduce Jeff Hafley. Stephen Ross. He's
got to be taller than him, right?
Yeah, Hafley's taller than him.
Yeah, he's taller than him.
Hey, but this might be a good sign for you guys, man. I haven't seen a receding hairline like that since Braun, so in Miami. So maybe it might be good things coming.
At least Braun hit it with the headband, though.
I'm like, wow. It is windy in Green Bay.
It ain't windy here.
But that ship has sailed.
No, he's gonna definitely need to wear a visor.
There ain't even no lie. There's not even essence of hair.
I don't even
like you know how
that's not true.
You can't even find strands.
Yeah, you know how sometimes when people are going bald, you can see like hair, like
residuals.
Yeah, like nothing. He ain't even got follicles.
You don't even got
the follicles. The hair just said, "Nope, not today." Wow.
Jon-Eric Sullivan, Isaiah Smalls tweets out that he's emphasized a draft and develop philosophy on free agency. He wants to bring people in who won't be distracted by the frills of Miami.
Good luck with that.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, dude. I mean, what are you going to do? You can't make it look like Green Bay.
Somebody said, JFig, donate some bangs to him.
Now we got to protect the JFig bangs. You got to protect them.
I have a small forehead, so.
You don't want him to look like any.
I have a small forehead. We can give some to him.
I like that. You don't care about what your hair looks like. You get down to football.
If he ain't got a choice.
If he, well, he does. He
could care. He could care about what his hairline looked like, but Mother Nature said no.
Well, he does care about it because I mean he could go shave.
There was a time where I didn't want to be bald.
All right,
they're not much taller.
They got the same haircut. They went for the supercuts.
They're kind of like the same person.
They literally look like one looks like the football coach of the version. They look like brothers.
They really do look like brothers.
I told
Jeff
you.
Hafley has stepped to the stand.
He does look like a Jeffrey.
Does he?
Yeah.
All right. Good jawline for a coach.
He's little. He's tiny.
I'm not, but he's intense, so I'm not messing with him.
Yeah, he does look intense.
He was a DB. I think that's his thing. He was a DB guy. That's how he came up. You know what he is? He's Coach Ethan Bonner.
What?
He's Coach Ethan Bonner.
He does look like Ethan Bonner.
5'10". Yeah, you can tell.
5'10", and Jon-Eric is 5'9".
Jeff and Sully does sound like an 80s sitcom.
Yeah, the Jeff and Sully Show. Brought to you by Productions by Aikman Productions.
Aikman Productions.
We all
Three Rings Productions.
We all want to thank Troy Aikman here. Dan Marino sitting here being like, "What? You want to thank me? Who? You? The guy with the Mai Tais?" Yeah. So Sully is done with his intro statement. Then I imagine they'll take questions after this once they're done introing. But they've been speaking now for about a half hour. Right in front of a fern at the.
Hey, he
Dolphins
looks
facility.
like he's angry at somebody already.
I like
Tua.
We didn't say who. Wow.
No,
Wait, Vlad. See, Vlad pulled the Tobin. You know what he just did?
Jump the gun.
I
didn't jump the gun, but I did. I pulled the pin.
Yeah,
I did pull the pin.
They're definitely going to be like when they're asked about Tua, they're going to be like, who?
No, I just think that they just got the job. Those are conversations that aren't going to even be had at this point, right? Like, I would say Sully probably got asked, what do you think of Tua?
Well, he probably will get asked. I think right now they're just doing their little thank you statement.
Right. Oh, then they're going to go sit down and
then they
answer
sit at
questions.
the table, then they answer the questions.
Except with everybody except Stephen Ross. Where's his jersey?
They get helmets.
Oh, they get helmets?
Yeah, they get helmets.
Okay.
I don't think they get
He didn't
jerseys.
even get the helmet.
I think they did. They said they took a picture together.
Okay.
I think the helmet's just up there.
Okay, all right.
And the owner's taller than both the coach and general.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You guys realize how small the last coach was? Who cares?
Yeah, he was also 5'9", no?
The guy could fit in a pocket.
Which is why you would have thought,
They couldn't tell on Zoom. You just see that forehead. They're like, oh, look at that! Look at that dome.
That's a big brain.
Yeah, man. Wow.
This guy's got some crazy eyes on him. I like it.
Listen, can I just say this? I don't care how crazy you are. You 5'9", you ain't scaring me.
5'10".
5'10", you still ain't scaring me.
But you're 5 feet.
That's what Wikipedia says, Leroy.
Wikipedia said that.
Let me explain something.
Throwing you some grenades there.
Point
No.
for JFig.
You want to know why?
And I love that smile she has.
You want to know why? Don't bat your eyes at me. You want to know why?
Why?
You always see. This is why we have to be relentless against her. She gets her licks in. Relentless.
Because you got it in very early.
Yeah.
Fight back. Fight back, JFig.
Wait, don't. Hey, you're going bald. Don't. There you go. Thank you.
What, do you want people welcome to the club already? Is that what you're doing?
No, everybody, listen.
Your forehead shaming them.
Let me explain something to you.
You're
Here's the problem with hair and getting older.
You can't grow it back.
Everybody doesn't have the head for a bald head.
Yeah,
that is true.
Even though a lot of people are going bald, right? So you probably never go bald because you can't grow no facial hair. So it all just stays up top.
I could grow facial hair if I wanted to. I chose
No, you
not to.
don't.
I shaved this morning.
You haven't shaved in a month.
I shaved this morning.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't. You got,
hear that?
That's a week later, and you got hair dust. You got hair dust on his face.
I got
You
this.
don't even have peach fuzz,
Right.
bro.
Well,
You can't
how
even
could I?
get
Just
peach
shaved
fuzz.
this morning. It's already growing back. It's itching.
Really?
Jon-Eric Sullivan. There's a quote on Armando Salguero's Twitter. We will move with responsible aggression here. The hell does that mean?
That means they're going to aggressively look to get rid of and get players, but they're going to be responsible. And if it doesn't work out, they're not going to be backed into a situation where they have to make a move.
Sully,
which means that Tua could be on the roster next year.
He won't.
Okay.
Sully says we will achieve together when we get to the end of this thing and we hoist that trophy. We'll realize we started at the bottom.
And
we
now
fought
we're
our
here.
way to the top.
What is this, Drake now?
Yeah.
And it will be one of the special moments in all of our lives. I have no doubt we will get there. And then Armando points out, Sullivan says he, quote, will not make predictions. And then he says, but didn't he just say the Dolphins are going to hoist a trophy?
I mean, that's the goal.
Boxed in.
No.
He didn't say what trophy, though.
That's the goal.
He didn't
right?
say what trophy.
That's the goal.
I think when you say that trophy, I can
do
only
you?
assume it's one
But
trophy.
question.
It could be the
Question.
Lamar Hunt trophy.
Question. Do you want somebody to go up there and be confident about what he can do? Or go up there and have somebody say, I hope, and I wish, and I that, right? It's the opening press conference. Win the press conference.
I don't know. We haven't heard anything, but it seems to me he's answering questions within 15 to 25 seconds.
That's nice. I like that.
Because you see his
I
mouth.
don't think-
First of all,
I don't think either one of them.
you know he's to the point. He just rinsed his mouth out with some water.
I don't think either one of these guys is taking questions yet, though. I think they're just talking.
No, he's because he stopped. He stopped and looked like he was answering and taking questions.
I don't think so, dude. I think that they're just.
Oh, he's
Hey.
I think he's just riffing.
he's looking at a particular person while he's answering this.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, that's probably because if he turned the other way, he's gonna get his eye poked out by that tree.
Oh, come on.
Got to be careful with that fern there, dude.
Is it even a real one or is it plastic?
That's a fake. That's a fig tree. It's a fig tree.
Is it?
They definitely have that tree. That's hey, get the press conference tree. It's like our promotions
That's
closet.
true.
He said, get the press. Wait, you think Seabra said, all this crap I just built, and we're looking for a fake?
You gotta keep the Miami
Hey,
image.
wait, the guy grows his own grass, and we have a fake tree?
I'm telling you what happens. Whoever's in charge of setting up the press conferences, I imagine the media relations department, they put it together. They haven't done this in 4 years. They're like, oh, man, we got a little gap there. What do we do? Get the tree.
Do you think there's one on the other side
I don't know.
of the step and repeat? I feel like yes.
I don't know.
You gotta balance out the set.
I'll see if I can find a. I think Will Mensah.
He's crying right now.
Is he?
He's thanking his
Oh,
family.
you know what? Yep.
He's thanking his
eyes do
family.
not look that
Yeah, I
aggressive anymore.
just took a listen to it in Q. He's listening to he's thanking his family. He waited to the end because he didn't want to cry during the beginning of his press conference. He's a crier.
Oh, how do
There's a
we
lot
feel
of-
about that?
There's a lot of fake trees there.
Well,
Real
here's the
men
deal.
cry.
there are 2 trees, by the way, I've confirmed.
Here's the deal.
Oh my god, thank you.
There,
We wanted to know so bad.
I needed to know.
You asked.
Yeah.
there's oh
Oh no.
oh no.
Oh boy.
So here's what I would say.
We got lips quivering right now.
No. He's full blown boohooing. But here's the deal. I think
Still thanking the family, Vlad.
I think one of the things that the reason why is defensive coaches, if you noticed, are very, very, very emotional,
Mm-hmm.
right? And part of that is the intensity that they do their job with. So I could see it. I'm not gonna.
Oh, look, they also had questions on social media to ask him.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I'm sure those are going to be responsible. We'll take a break.
Oh, he gave a great.
Oh wait, there's multiple ferns.
He gave the message to the fans.
What do you say?
Say, this is a story franchise. You guys deserve a winner. The city deserves a winner.
He's right. I do deserve that.
And I'm going to be the winner. That's what he just said.
All right. So the Forehead Twins are about to sit down. What? They're about to sit down.
That's a good nickname. The Forehead Twins. FHC.
No, Beavis and Butthead.
Well, that connotes stupid.
Huh?
I didn't say they were dumb. I just said they got big.
No.
Yo, Boss Ross is already on his PJ heading back to New York.
Seeing them together like that.
Rats off a shit. They legitimately look like brothers.
Dude, they do. It looked like their mom took them to the same barber and they got the same haircut.
I haven't seen something this alike since when the Marlins had two broadcasters that sounded just the same when it was Hollinsworth and Severino.
They got the 2 for $20 deal at Supercuts.
They're going to make a killing with the team barber.
Oh, my God.
He goes, what would you like today? Give me the Hafley.
They have the same look.
The Haffy? The Haffy and Sully?
The Haffy and Sully, dude.
I already got that for free.
All right, we'll take a break. More to come here as the Dolphins have introduced Jon-Eric Sullivan, their new general manager, and Jeff Hafley, their new head coach. Both of them have finished their opening statements. They're taking questions now. We're back after this. BQAM. What's this guy want? Yeah. QAM, you're on the air. What's up?
Yeah, why is Manny such a freaking feminized dude?
Huh?
That he hates Trump so much.
Who are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, your buddy Manny over there.
Who's Manny?
He might have been calling 940.
He might have been calling the
790. He might be calling Waxy.
Yeah, you think so?
Uh-huh.
Man, it's crazy.
You can't just randomly pick up the damn phone.
Radio Libre.
So strange.
You know it can't be the right number if you didn't ask for people to call
Manny. I'm like, well, I don't know.
Is there
Maybe
a Manny next door?
Maybe the guy had a, I don't know.
Maybe it was Manny Diaz.
That's what I thought he was talking about.
I mean, no.
But the only thing we've been mad about Manny Diaz right now is suing the QB. This was Jeff Hafley's message to Dolphin fans. You guys want to hear it?
Yeah.
All right. This was from the press conference. This is him.
Before or after he cried?
This was after he cried. We're going to hear him cry, and then we're going to get his message.
Okay.
I'm lucky today, too. I got my mom, my sister, brother here today. Flying here to be with me means everything, and I thank him for that. And for my real coach, my dad, my first coach, who toughened me up.
Oof.
You
was there
can't
for
say
me.
that while you're crying.
I appreciate family more than you guys have any idea. And like I told you guys, I'm gonna wear it on my sleeve at times. I'm gonna be passionate. I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and you're gonna get everything I have. And to the city, to the fans, this is a storied organization, one of the best in all sports, and you deserve a winner. You guys deserve a winner. And I am going to do everything in my power to bring you guys that. I am so proud to be here, and I cannot wait to get started. Thank you.
He stuck the landing. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
He did.
To the point.
He did.
But the emotions got him there.
I got kind of like Tyreek Hill Foundation gala flashback.
Oh, from the
I love that. Yeah, but in fairness, all right, I don't mean to make fun of any of these jobs. That guy was an auctioneer at a charity. This guy's getting like the job of a lifetime, you know?
Totally understandable, which is why I don't hold it against him.
You think he cried at the Boston College press conference when he got that job?
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's Boston College.
That doesn't matter. It's still your first
Still a
head coaching
job.
gig.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
This one's big. He's probably like, Dad, you know, I didn't have a winning record at Boston College. These guys want me as their head coach. Can you believe it? Because really?
Look, you see, now you just turned on him. Look how you just turned on him right now.
It
Look how
don't-
quickly you just turned on him.
I'm just having fun, baby.
All right.
What's the problem?
So that fun becomes fury.
Well, don't lose. Don't lose. I'll give him 2 years.
He can't lose the Charger game, right? Like that's already.
He can lose the Charger game if he's out there with Quinn Ewers. What can I expect? You know, like I'm not. You know, if that's where it's all headed, Vlad. Like I'm not gonna sit. Like we all knew with Brian Flores. We're like, oh boy, you remember that Baltimore game? I mean, we were just like, what was he supposed to do? Then there was a week where he started Josh Rosen. Oof.
It was against the Vikings, maybe.
He should have. He did the Cowboys. I know that. He should have kept going with Josh Rosen. They would end up with Joe Burrow. I had to put Fitzpatrick out there.
Jay Gatto's happy. He hasn't heard a and at all in the press.
He seems very direct.
He seems very direct.
Seems very direct.
Very direct. And usually people that are emotional just put it out there. So you don't have to worry about the overthinking about what you're saying. If it comes from a good place, nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? And that's actually the honest truth. That
Apparently his dad is no longer with us.
He perished.
Well, perished.
He's no longer.
Yeah, when you say perished, I feel like it happened in something like a real tragic accident.
I mean, the way he was crying, he was very emotional. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, when your dad dies, your dad dies. So,
right.
Yeah.
That being said, it's a great speech at the end.
It moved you.
It did. I liked it. He's right. I do deserve that. I deserve good things.
That last part, we like, this is a story franchise. It was like,
story's long.
Is it a never ending one?
Yeah, you just got to blow the dust off. There's the Dolphins storied franchise.
Stop. So listen, it's right there along with the Jets. Okay, so to stop, we both haven't seen a title since the 70s. So
who has the story? Zonk.
Oh my God,
at his house. He keeps it next to the champagne.
Could you imagine if it's like Indiana Jones in the Last Crusades? You have chosen wisely. I've been waiting here 55 years.
Finally got here.
You finally got here. I can go now.
Crazy, man.
What's wrong, Leroy?
I don't know.
Are you hungry?
You're not enthused?
I'm not hungry.
Okay, so you're not hungry, but you've been quiet.
Here. When all this started, the biggest thing for me was going to be not who they hired as GM, although like they got a GM from a successful place.
Mm-hmm.
Not who they hired for coach, although they got a coach that has been successful and comes from a good place. But the decisions that have to be made with this team are going to be far more telling about the direction and how they're going to go about doing things than any of this stuff. And so while I'm excited to hear, what they have to say, and I appreciate the passion in which Hafley came in, it's cool. The most important decisions are not who, but what. What are these people going to do? Because there's a lot of decisions that have to be made that are going to have more to do with what's going to happen to this organization in the next 2 or 3 years than who the new GM is and who the new coach is.
Leroy?
Yes, sir.
We're going to owe one Brendan Tobin an apology.
Oh, really? Do tell.
No, I'm not doing it.
No, you're going to owe him an apology.
Your tone is crazy.
No, do tell.
Just now, while you were speaking, I was listening to this press conference,
mm-hmm.
and one Jon-Eric Sullivan
mm-hmm.
said, when you have the resources of a Dan Marino and a Troy Aikman.
Just doing that to
No. And he asked him, like, who wouldn't want to, when you asking those guys, do you think this is a good guy? Do you think this is the right guy? Do you think this is our type of guy? And they're giving us the answers and the resources and their knowledge. Who wouldn't want to utilize that? He just said that right now. So
yeah, I get it. But that doesn't mean that they gave him the okay. Right?
But he
still hired his boy.
You're taking water.
I got you on that.
You're taking water on.
Yeah, I got you on that.
No,
That's still his boy. But if you're asking other people,
no, I'm not
my boy good, and they're saying your boy is good. So it's like, okay,
all right,
two things can be true, Leroy.
Just not my thing and his thing. Two other things could be good, just not my thing and Tobin's thing.
But it's true.
No.
That's his boy.
No.
And your boy and his boy, and he utilized Troy Aikman as a resource.
Right. Like
Tobin.
It's just like,
I
give you another
apologize.
perfect example. It's just like all of Buffalo that were okay with drafting the wide receiver until the wide receiver sucked. And then everybody started coming up with different stories. Right? Okay.
Tobin.
That decision is on Sully.
Simple Tobes, you would have been onto something. I could move on. I don't want to dwell on this. I don't want to dwell on
You're
this.
right. You're right.
I don't want to dwell
Leroy,
on this.
you both were right.
I don't even feel like I did anything. All I did was follow what the very informed journalist said. And you said, bah, that's his friend. Friend hire.
In most cases, all these hirings are part of the brother-in-law system.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So
yeah, a lot of buddy stuff. I agree.
Right.
But you want to know who the first buddy was?
No, I don't.
It was Troy Aikman. Spoiler alert.
No.
It came from his mouth.
You've been bought.
That don't mean nothing. Like everybody's exchanging nice things and everybody's mentioning everybody. That's like when you go to a press conference and they thank all the people that are standing behind him. Right? Yeah, mention the names. He hired his boy. You can put whatever twist you want.
He did.
Okay.
He did hire his boy.
And I don't think he needed the okay from Aikman.
Nobody said he needed the okay, just input. He was involved in the process. And also, Troy Aikman was the one who hired him.
But who made the decision?
Sounds like Troy Aikman had a big part in it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm taking it straight from the horses.
Okay. Yeah, people lie.
I'm taking it straight
people
from the
lie. He hired his boy.
Why would you lie about that?
Because it sounds great. It's a good story to say I use Dan Marino and Troy Aikman.
But everybody hires their boy, Leroy. You
Right,
said
I
that
know.
earlier.
I know.
So then what's wrong with him saying that, yes, he hired his boy, but he
You know what?
utilized
I'll tell you exactly what's wrong.
outside resources in helping him?
I'll tell you exactly what's wrong. Me. That's what.
Because it's
Because
Tobin.
I brought it up. He doesn't want to accept it. You want to hear Stephen Ross?
At least listen. We got it out there.
I've already been shook by something because I just saw a clip on Heat Culture, which is like they put a lot of great Twitter clips up, and it just starts by Draymond Green calls out Pelle Larsson for getting into it with Devin Booker and DeMar DeRozan, saying Europeans play dirty, and I'm like, who said that?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's absolutely
I need to hear what this clip says.
insane.
Wait,
I need to hear this.
you mean Mr. Ninja Nuts?
That might be the name of the hour.
That's a point.
Wait, that dude, he's a black belt. What are we talking about? Once a year, he kicks somebody.
We will get that clip for you guys. But first, here's Stephen Ross. This is what he had to say. This is part of his.
Well, the frustrations I know that you've all had.
They're glad I play it off the StreamYard.
Reading the newspapers, which I don't read anymore, because it just emphasizes to me the frustration that I have. So I really look to this to really be a new beginning. And we've done it, and getting ready for that, you could see what was happening during the season. We started early, and really so that we could be very thorough in our search in trying to find the right people to lead this organization. I'd like to, first of all, thank the people that really worked, tirelessly in talking, thinking, working together. I'd like to thank, it was really headed up with Tom Garfinkel and Danny Silman, Brandon Shore, Dan Marino, and Troy Aikman.
Wow. Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Troy. Thank you. That's our guy right there. Old number 8. Retire it. Put him in the Ring of Honor.
Can't be stubborn on this one, Leroy.
Oh, I'm going down with the shit. I'm going down with the shit.
All right, we'll take a break.
Y'all don't know me. You know what's up. I'm to the death.
I think I'm naming this I was stubborn and 2 ferns.
Take a break. Back after this. Draymond Green comments on Pelle Larsson. This guy's high as a kite. We'll bring that to you here in just a bit. Draymond Green has called out Pelle Larsson for being dirty, and all European players, by the way. Which, by the way, I want to say just off it's. I'm not gonna get too because we'll play the comments, but I'm sure he's a little ignorant on this. But he's like sitting here playing for. He's like, I played for Tom Izzo. He played for Thomas Load at Arizona. Like that's a very storied program.
-1.
He's not. It's not like he came here straight from Lithuania. He played 4 years of college basketball in America with Draymond. Anyway. We'll get to that later. Anywho, the Dolphins, they're introducing their new GM, their new head coach.
It's still going on?
No, they switched to
Rats. It's not on ESP or on NFL Network anymore. Let me see if it's still going on the stream, Vlad. It was going very long. Very long. It appears no, it's still going on. They're still talking. Still yammering. Still yakking. I got a little of it for you. Here on this, we want to hear what Sully had to say on the Dolphins QB search and what they're going to do there, and all this and what they plan on doing with that. So we'll bring that to you here in just a sec. But
I just think like it gives you an idea to look into the two people they just hired and get a feel for them. I have a feeling that Hafley's going to be an intense dude. He just seems like, very emotional. And that's not always a bad thing, right? Sometimes that emotion comes across as, and people think, oh, he really cares, and stuff like that. So that's not a bad thing. But I think for anybody who had this job, right, what and how they're going to handle the current people on the roster is more important than who they're going to bring into and sign to, or draft, right? Because there's a lot of decisions that have to be made as far as the current players before you even fix what's going wrong. And I think that's the biggest part of this job that I'm interested in is, the Tua situation, the quarterback situation, what are they going to do at
Achan's contract? Like
there's just so many different like aspects of the team that have to be addressed before you even talk about getting new players in.
Well, yeah, I mean, his first process he's got to figure out is Tua. I mean, the Senior Bowl is next week. So
do you rip the Band-Aid off, or do you?
Well, this is what he had to say on the QB. Let's get to our headlines, which are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. This was Jon-Eric Sullivan minutes ago at the Miami Gardens Baptist Health Practice Facility, and he was asked what the Dolphins will do at quarterback.
Sure. I mean, obviously, that's a huge question looming over the organization. I'd be naive to think that everybody doesn't understand that. I have a lot of respect for Tua. He's a good football player. He's accomplished a lot in this league. I think whether it's Tua or anybody else, it's unfair and irresponsible for me to sit up here and talk about anything specific before I've talked to the player himself. Quarterback is the most important position in professional sports. I also think it's the most dependent. These guys heard me say this in the interview process. We will evaluate that position like we evaluate every other position, and we will do what is best for this football team. With Tua or anybody else, to sit up here today and tell you that I have a great understanding of what we're going to do or which way we're going to go, that would be a lie because there's just too much work to do. There's too many conversations to be had at this point. A lot of respect for Tua, what he's accomplished in this league. I thought Quinn did a great job at the end of the season. We have to figure that out. We will, but today's not the day I can give you that answer. I understand the question. I just can't give you that answer today.
I like when they always say a move in a press conference. I understand the question. Just be like, I just don't want to answer it. Like it's always a move. That's the thing. I don't know who invented that one. That line of I understand the question. You should just say I'm not answering that.
But he answered it
best he
like
could.
He should have.
Best he could.
Right.
But
like without the knowledge of being able to give you an answer to go on and go back and forth, just say like he said what he should have said.
I actually, it's funny. I have an immediate response from Tua on what they plan to do when they come to his roster. Here it was.
Well, the thing is that's going to get taken care of
regardless. He don't care. Hey, Tua's thinking to himself, man, Arizona's got great golf. Great golf. Great golf. Right? Great golf, right? That's what they say.
Arizona?
They say that.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
Oh, man. Let's see. Handsome Davy says he answered questions without dancing like McRambles.
I was gonna say, yeah,
very
direct.
I like it. That mwah, love that.
And like he didn't piss you off when answering it.
He did not piss me off.
No,
he did not piss me off. He did. He was asked about the concept, Leroy, about him just hiring his boy Hafley, and this is what he had to say on that.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it weighed in, you know. I mean, I won't talk about specifically who felt stronger about it than others, but I can say to you, like, it was a big deal to me. I'm a first-time GM. I would be naive to sit here and think that there aren't going to be blind spots along the way that I figure out on the move. I'll figure them out. We'll be fine and we'll do well. I have no doubt about that. But to have a head coach who sat in that chair in the National Football League before would have been a tremendous asset to me. Having said that, as we went down the road, it became clear I always had the conviction on half. That doesn't mean that I thought there were really good conversations that took place. To be perfectly honest with you, in the last interview with him, I sat back and kind of let them lead it because I thought it was important for them to ask and get answers to what they needed to. It became very clear to me after Half's Zoom interview that they saw a lot of what I saw, and that when they came in and in person, it kind of dotted the I's and crossed the T's and slam dunked it, if you will. I don't know if I'm answering your question per se, but I could watch them grow in the conviction that I had coming through the door. But I want to be very clear, it was never done from the start. I know there's a perception out there. I can appreciate that. I understand that. But that is a misnomer by a long shot. There was a process that had to take place. We all jumped into it with both feet, eyes open, and we made the best decision at the end of it that we felt like was going to take the Miami Dolphins to where they needed to be.
All right, there you go. That's new Dolphins general manager on the hiring process of Jeff Hafley.
So really cool, but he got to like he.
I don't know, dude. It kind of seems like.
Hey, Vlad, he tried everything to avoid it, but then he's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm my first-time GM. I wanted to be comfortable. I'm okay with that. That's what we wanted. Didn't we want a GM to bring his guy in?
When you do have your friend interview, though, or you have a guy you're convicted about, and you're not asked it, you'd be like, hey. Listen.
No, you call him before he gets there and say, listen.
I said that.
Just go through the process.
You go through the process. You give him the answers, you know the questions that's going to be asked. You give them the answers to say.
But you also got to have the talk, Vlad, of, hey, listen, don't embarrass me.
Oh, yeah.
Don't embarrass me. Don't blow this.
Don't blow this. Don't have two jobs get wasted now. You know, I don't want to lose my job in trying to help you.
Man, crazy. Anywho. That is that right now. Anywho, on that, do you want to hear Draymond Green claim that Pelle Larsson is dirty?
Are we tired of listening to Draymond?
I think I am. This
is too much.
He took a shot at Pelle.
Yeah, in the worst possible way.
That's exactly what I want to hear.
All right, let's go.
By the way, you can get the Draymond Green. You can get the Draymond Green podcast on the Odyssey app.
So he's a friend of ours.
He is a friend of ours. He is a friend. Well, he's no friend. He's a friend of Odyssey.
Whatever.
But he's no friend of mine.
First of all, he went to Michigan State.
Hear from him.
He went to Michigan State. So.
Well, here was this is on the Draymond Green podcast. He was talking about Pelle Larsson, who has been getting into it, and a shout out hat tip, as they say, to Heat Colt for finding this on Heat Culture on Twitter. Heat Colt's a wacko in our chat. Heat Culture on Twitter. He was useful in getting this clip, so I appreciate that. But here was Draymond Green saying Pelle Larsson is apparently in a long line of dirty European players.
Been in the mix a bit this week. Got into it with Book, then got into it with DeMar. My take on that is, you know, I've played a bunch of Europeans. They do little dirty stuff. It's a difference. See, people get mad at me and be like, oh, Draymond dirty. I told y'all, Draymond not dirty. Draymond will you up. I'm not dirty. I don't do dirty things. I played for Tom Izzo, and if you did dirty things, it doesn't work. I don't do dirty things. There's not a player in the NBA that can tell you Draymond's a dirty player. Don't do it. And Europeans, though, there's a lot of Europeans that they do dirty stuff on a basketball court. And for D-Book and DeMar to get mad like that, he's doing something that we ain't see. To his credit, you got a tech on D-Book, you got DeMar thrown out. But if you're going to keep doing that, you got to stay on that because people going to then start going at you. And that comes with a reputation, and that's a whole different thing. So I don't know Pelle Larsson to be that guy. However, I don't know much about Pelle Larsson. If that's who he's going to be, commit to it and stay there because guys are going to start going at you like that. It's just what comes with it.
Now,
Draymond Green on the Draymond Green podcast. I just want to be clear here.
So
what
is the difference between being dirty and effing somebody up in the confines of a game or practice?
Interesting.
Because, okay, there are no Europeans knocking teammates out.
How
Don't talk about my money.
Yeah. Also, what about, this is just me, what about kicking a player right in the nuts that you get suspended and your team loses a championship?
Right.
That's not dirty at all.
What about when you played UFC with Rudy Gobert's neck?
He's dirty. He deserves it.
Hey, what are we talking about here, dude? Bad messenger. That's one. But two, hey, Pelle Larsson, though he is Swedish, also played American college basketball for 4 years.
Right.
And I'm sorry, dude, but DeMar DeRozan sat here and he clubbed Pelle Larsson right in the head. And I'm telling you right now, this idea that you're going to just paint this brush on Pelle, like, that's what you've built your career on, dude. If you weren't an antagonist, if you weren't a dirty player, would his ass be in the league? That's what he is. That's what he's known for. And also, by the way, any game that Steph Curry's not in, you get kicked out of immediately. You're like, I don't want to play this game. Come on, dude. What are you talking about?
This is one of those situations where the world is looking at that situation going, him?
Well, people will say Draymond's not dirty.
Who?
Yeah, people say
that's not Draymond.
Draymond's
people.
I F people up. I'm not dirty. Oh, okay.
That sounds like the same thing to
Cool.
me.
Well, you know, we like to refer to that as something, Draymond.
Semantic samurai.
You would know.
You would know.
No.
You would know. You've been with your katanas all day today.
You are a ninja when it comes
today,
to
dude.
the words.
Please.
Manipulating the English language.
All I see around here are oranges and apples sliced because you've been with your katanas all day playing Fruit Ninja.
That's funny.
It's ridiculous.
We actually played Fruit Ninja.
People will
$800.
Say Draymond's dirty and they're wrong. What? Do you think if I asked Steph Curry and I sat him down without Draymond, I'm like, hey, he's never going to hear this, Steph. What do you think? Oh, no, guys. He's not that. He just F's you up.
I'd have 5 championships if it wasn't for
this dude. Literally, he would. Yeah, you'd be right there with Kobe.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about here? I'm not dirty. So crazy to me, man.
You're afraid Pelle's.
And also, by the way, hey, Devin Booker, a huge crybaby. Got mad at an open gym because people were guarding him too hard. He's a whiner. Great player. He's a whiner. You acting like Pelle Larsson came from the mountains of Serbia or something like that, dude. Like he hasn't been playing, like he wasn't playing in Arizona.
I would just say it's Draymond. Draymond has, you know what? Draymond over the years have been extremely naive to how he fits in and all the things that he talks about.
Amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. If he would have said at least, hey, I know dirty because I'm dirty. These Europeans are dirty players. I'd respect him a little bit more.
I agree.
But for him to be like, oh, I'm not dirty. What?
You say that with a straight face.
You serious?
Crazy.
Maybe he doesn't think he's dirty.
Oh, really?
Neither does Pelle.
That boy knows he's dirty.
I think Pelle knows that he has tricks. That's why he smiles. He's like, got him. But this guy's sitting here, and he's like, oh, I'm not that. Okay. Fine, dude.
I hate the fact that you get so caught up in it. Let it go.
What are you talking about? You just got into it. You called him. You are also annoyed by it.
I'm annoyed by it, but it's Draymond. Like, are we really going to be annoyed by somebody who we know?
You literally were just annoyed. Why are you telling me to stop being annoyed? Yeah. We have a difference of 30 seconds.
Well, Leroy, how you going to tell him not?
Just as I started thinking about it more,
you realize you could.
I want to be over it. It's Draymond. I
think your Troy Aikman consulting has defeated Leroy.
No, it's not that. I just don't want, like,
yeah,
Draymond, of all people, is in no position to be talking about somebody being dirty when you've gone fruit ninja on some testicles and have done more things that you deem passion.
I would say Draymond Green's a 4-time champion, but if I ask most basketball players, if I say, hey, first thing that comes to mind when you say Draymond Green, do you think champion or do you think dirty player?
Dirty player.
Dirty player.
Like,
they don't think champion.
He is an all-world defender. He's going to the Hall of Fame.
Maybe instigator.
Whatever. He's not really an instigator because he's never like got somebody riled up and got attacked against them. Right? That's what Pelle has done. He gets into it and then he gets double tagged.
Oh,
Pelle Larsson definitely plays like over the line, but he also takes a lot of contact for it because he's gotten hit in the face.
Oh, he's got a big nose
40 times. I think his nose is proportional. Jovic has a big nose.
Oh, it's Jovic. That's right.
Jovic has got a schnauzer on him. No, that's coming from me.
That thing is gigantic.
Ginormous.
I got a great AI for you, Jovic, if you want that thing trimmed down a little bit. Take a break. We're back after this. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Got a pair of Heat and Magic tickets to give away for next week. If you guys want to go, give those away. Miami Dolphins have introduced Jeff Hafley, their new head coach, and Jon-Eric Sullivan, their new GM.
I think I kind of like the fact that they're coming in hand and going to work at it together. I hope
need someone in the foxhole with you with this thing.
The thing I hope that happens with this, right, is we all know how all this stuff goes. Is that soon as there's a decision that doesn't work, is there anybody that's going to either, save their own butts? That's when the true test is going to come, right? When the first bad decision happens. Because if you run a football organization, every decision is not going to work. That's just fact. The problem is when you're losing, people pay attention to it more. But you know who was terrible at the draft? Bill Belichick. So you know what he would do? Collect a whole bunch of second rounders.
You mean Mr. Ninja Nuts?
That's not who Ninja Nuts is.
That's not who Ninja Nuts is.
That was an accident.
I'm glad that drop is there, though, now. Draymond Green.
I was trying to put it, so crazy. I'm inserting it into our page, and it just played.
I would just like to get everybody's if we could just go around the Heat locker room today. If there's shoot around, if Jax,
they'll laugh, right?
Jax, what do you guys think about Draymond Green referring to Pelle Larsson as dirty? And you know what's going to happen is going to be
look at you like this.
No, Norman Powell's going to be like, no, they're right. He's right. He's a dirty player, Pelle Larsson, because they're going to
because they're going to make fun, right?
They're going to make fun of him.
Right.
Do bring an element of toughness to this team.
He's going to be out there nonstop with this. Crazy, man. Crazy. So the Heat will be back in action tonight. We get the Panthers in action tonight as well.
Oh, we got a doubleheader. We got it.
Doubleheader in length, dude. You better have your cafecito if you're going to stay up for both of them.
No,
Cats are at 8:00.
Hey, dude, look at me.
Yeah.
What the hell you think is going to happen?
You make it through 2 periods. Maybe. If they give you up to.
And it's Thursday, man. I had a very sad morning.
Why?
I had to drop Fonz off at the airport.
Sorry.
Yeah, he just got here. He came here for a nap. He slept for like 3 days.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Just want a peace and quiet.
Yeah.
Peace and quiet and a burger.
Oh yeah.
Is everything going well for him over there? Oh, okay.
Yes, Jennifer, they are.
They are.
They are going lovely.
All right.
Anywho.
So
I would just say it was sad dropping him off.
I'm sorry, man.
Because we was having fun for those couple of days, watching the game,
technology,
hanging out.
I think all his technology questions
no
were
issues.
answered.
I didn't even need any
technology.
No, I didn't need anything. It was crazy.
Troubleshooting, you didn't need no technical troubleshooting.
There's a whole bunch of things I checked into, right? Let me see how my technology is going when I do the show from home. Everything was on point. Then I had to check to make sure my clippers were right, because he knows how to, he knows how to get the clippers to where they're sharp. You know what I mean? Cut close.
I do know what you mean.
That was.
That was egregious. I apologize.
Kicking him while he's
-1.
I told you I'm sad, man. I'm sorry.
Tobin's a
But
show
just hanging out. Like there's nothing like getting up in the morning.
You miss your boy.
Yeah. There's nothing like getting up in the middle of the night and seeing a 6'2" person sitting looking in the refrigerator like I want to do.
Do you feel that you're outnumbered?
What do you mean?
A lot of ladies in your house.
No,
except for you and Dre.
They're not.
And Zeus.
They're not. I don't call them ladies. I call them my own personal life assistants.
Oh.
They think that they can help me with everything. And
that's a nice thing to have, Leroy.
Is it?
It's a privilege.
Is it?
I'll tell
I
you
think
who,
it is.
when you go to that house, who's judgmental is that Luna.
Oh, Luna barks at everybody.
She was watching me the whole time during that Patriots Dolphins game.
She doesn't move. Like the other dogs will come and see what's up. Zeus will bring a toy. Zeus brings a toy to everybody.
But did he pet Luna?
Yeah, try it. And then she goes, oh. And then like
she barks at everything.
And then she peeks up like a little prairie dog, like
Right.
over the couch and just like judges you.
and heckles you.
Gotta say, when I met her, she didn't really do much.
Yeah.
You saying it's me?
No,
I think
because
so.
because we got the message to her that, there's certain animals you don't like, and we're not sure how she feels about dogs yet.
Really? I have one.
Dade South,
Don't even-
I'm sorry, Schmeeth and Schmolik is a counterpoint for you.
Wah. That's all right.
He's such a bastard. Schmeeth.
Listen,
Our guy's hurting right now.
I'll take the L.
So you took a shot at him right now.
I'll take the L. Like, you ain't gonna being sad about that. That don't make me no less man.
It is a privilege to be sad about that.
You guys want the Houston Texans QB coach? He's being interviewed for the offensive coordinator job.
No, I
Gerard
don't.
Johnson.
He couldn't fix CJ Stroud. I'm out.
Can anybody fix CJ Stroud? That's the question.
I'm like, there's a couple of guys. Like, I'm gonna say this. I don't care what you think of CJ Stroud. I have never seen a quarterback play that position where he threw up more balls for grabs in one game than I did that last game. And like, I don't know.
What do you think happens there, though? You think it's fat cat syndrome? Like, you come out
No.
so gangbusters as a rookie. Like, what's up there?
Well, here's the deal. Sometimes, and keep in mind, sometimes people are looking at you like Houston. For example, I would say they were probably looking at New England like New England last couple of years, right? And then the quarterback comes out and starts balling. What happens is he came out quick, got a fast start. Everybody took him for granted. Then they got a defense. So he was getting credit for.
But his numbers were really good as rookie year.
I know, but then they start game planning. Like they start game planning. Okay, first thing you want to do is, guess what? Here's the first thing. Keep in mind, they also had a better offensive line, too. Because when he first got there, Tunsil was on the line.
Yeah, I mean, we can look. There's not like a lot of how many great offensive lines are out there right now? Not a ton.
There's a few.
There's a few. Not a bunch.
But so then they start game planning. They start doing different things to him, right? And I'm just amazed at how quickly he just throws it up for grabs. Like, oh my God, it was crazy.
Got a couple quotes here from Sully. Says, we're going to build this from the inside out. We've seen teams go out there, maybe in a questionable way. You get a really good player at quarterback, but he can't stay healthy because he's getting killed. You know what that means, Leroy? Trenches.
Yeah.
Trenches.
Okay. Not a secret. Like, can I just tell you the reason why it's not a secret? Because if you look at the teams having success, they all built it that way. Simple. So it's not new. Like, let's not make it, certain things we shouldn't try to make it into like this life-changing thing. That's really not the case at all.
Bears bought a lot of their guys because they spent a ton of money on the O-line this offseason.
Well, they had a ton of money. So there's that. This is gonna have to happen. The cool thing about this, though, it might be a blessing in disguise that you can't get any free agents because you have no money and you got to do it through the draft.
Dade South says, broken record, cycle of doom. Meanwhile, you're sitting
Was he hanging out with Robbie?
Probably. Although Dade South's also sitting here looking at the transfer portal nonstop. Dade South, did you see Corey Heatherman smile with the 4-star recruit? We were shook there, dude.
He was smirking.
He was so happy. I've never seen him smile like that.
Like this.
I was like, oh my goodness. This Duke lawsuit, though, unbelievable. This Manny Diaz. What are you doing, dude?
So why would you want the guy?
Yeah. Let me ask you another question. If you're Manny Diaz, all right, you hypocrite. Did Manny Diaz not sign on the dotted line with Temple? Did he not?
And then leave?
And he left.
Right.
So let me get this straight, Manny.
Right.
You got the balls to walk away from a head coaching job because you wanted to coach where? Miami. You left, and then you came back, dude, all before you took a snap. I don't know what a coach does. Snap? Coach a snap? Coach's snap.
No, before he took a recruiting trip
You
or whatever.
sat there and you were going to be an owl. And then all of a sudden, you're like, oh, I could coach where? Oh. So guess what, dude? Respectfully, Duke, okay, did a great job. You won the ACC this year miraculously by 7 wins. Can't believe the Kings.
Well, you want to try that one again?
They won the ACC with 7 wins.
No, the
I messed up miraculously?
Slightly.
That's a big word for me, dog.
I apologize.
-1 for butchering English.
Jeez. But you have the audacity to sit here.
No, you got to do it. Do it.
And and may I say, the audacity to mess with a kid who's going to get a better opportunity, respectfully, because that's what playing for Miami instead of Duke is. And you're like, no, we're going to sue him. Why did nobody sued you?
Listen, he doesn't want the guy to leave and go to his op. You can't be upset with him.
I can't be upset with him.
Why? Because now let me ask you this: if this kid wanted to go to any other school other than Miami, would you be upset with Manny?
No.
Okay, then.
I wouldn't care. It wouldn't be my business. But this is now he's made it my business.
And he's making it his business to keep that business from happening.
Stun Steve sent me a headshot of Corey Heatherman where he smiles. I just told him it's AI. Can do wonders these days. Dade South's also hurting because Pringle left. Pringle's transferring.
Is it true that Malachi Tony's in the portal?
He could be.
I saw his mom say on social media that he ain't leaving.
I saw that he was in the portal though.
I'll double check. I haven't seen that news that he's in the portal. I saw that. I saw there was rumblings about that. Maybe he was worried about the QB stuff, but I saw
the QB stuff.
Yeah, he wants to know who's going to be throwing on the ball next season.
They don't have any quarterbacks, dude. They got Falk right now. Everybody else, even Emory Williams, left for East Carolina.
Right.
But
Emory was never going to be the quarterback.
But I think his mom said on social media that he's not effing leaving. He's not effing, and he said I think he said on TikTok too he wasn't leaving.
But it's a weird thing. I've never that's weird, not knowing.
But you do know there's a lot of universities that will offer him a crazy amount.
I would imagine. Yeah,
of course.
Why wouldn't you? If there's no rules, willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly.
But everybody's saying what you fell for fake internet.
Did I?
Yeah.
That's why I asked. I didn't say.
That's a fair point.
I asked because I didn't think it was real. So can everybody please stop?
He was just asking questions.
Yes.
Just asking questions.
But if circle of friends.
If somebody were to tune in and hear that, they'd have a heart attack thinking baby Jesus.
No, I asked. I didn't make a statement.
Dade South also wants to know, and I want to ask this too, because I've been wondering it.
What?
Your Twitter behavior lately is really strange.
What do you mean?
You don't tweet anything except you like solving Twitter math problems.
Yeah.
And what is that?
Why are you laughing?
I don't understand.
You don't tweet at all. You have no thoughts for Twitter.
Mm.
But if somebody gives you a please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, you're giving them the answer 41. Like you're giving us not like why
I haven't been wrong yet.
Why?
By the way,
fine.
I haven't been wrong.
That's fine. Why are you using Twitter like it's a puzzle?
Because I've just scrolled down. I'm like, oh, they think people can't get this. It's very easy. And I just get it.
You go, boy.
Good for you.
Like what?
Good for
You're working that again.
Yeah. What would like are you mad because you couldn't get none of them?
No, I just think it's a weird thing to use just Twitter for puzzles. Like you know.
I'm just scrolling through Twitter. I'm reading and I'm like, oh, nobody will get this. I'm like, I got it in 2 seconds. Put the answer in.
So do you use Twitter just to prove that you're smarter than most people?
No.
No, because he doesn't. This is the thing that's crazy.
So he doesn't tweet. Doesn't retweet.
You want to have this is his last tweet. Okay, because he doesn't use Twitter. I swear to God, this is crazy.
How many years ago was
this? This is the last time he tweeted. You want to know what this was, Vlad?
Yes.
This is when I was at his house, week 2 of the NFL season.
Of 2020, this 2025?
This past season, Dolphins and Patriots. And then we turned it over to that crazy Cowboys game. And he goes, Hey, Cowboys, you do a great job at stopping the run. However, you gave up 400 yards passing to the Giants. Wow. Hashtag Micah. And then the Cowboys came up. Remember, it was that crazy-ass game? And he goes, hey, Cowboys, disregard my last statement. Hashtag too soon.
Yeah, it was.
That's the last thing he just tweeted. But if I go
to his replies,
all these guess, it says IQ test. What comes next? 10, 15, 25, 40. He goes 60.
No, what's hilarious is that the absolute first one that was from a day ago, there's a girl holding a sign saying, which color is also a fruit?
He also said, there's
He
one
answers
that's,
it.
this says, do you see a dog or a cat with this potato?
Is that a hippo?
A dog or a cat with
That's
this potato?
what I put, Jennifer.
He
I
puts
put hippo.
He puts
my God,
hippo.
It's a hippo.
But why are you just, you have no
We're
Twitter
right.
thoughts. You're just answering these rando Elon Musk AI algorithm questions to people. You're answering them. That's all you're using Twitter for these days?
He uses radio and Twitter to prove that he's smarter than people.
No, that's not true. I don't think I'm smarter than anybody.
But Leroy, why are you answering these questions? You don't use
I
social
just
media
think
for
they're brain
anything.
teasers. You don't like brain teasers?
His
No.
algorithm is fantastic. I would love to see it.
No, it's
So
crazy.
it goes math question, math question, math question, booty, math question, math question.
No,
math
wait,
question.
stop
Wait,
it
time out,
right
time out,
now.
time out,
No,
time out.
because I just saw one from a day ago and you were shaming somebody.
Yeah, you
No, it
did.
wasn't.
You shamed the dude's
Mhm.
teeth.
Mac Rabbit.
He said comments. He said comments. If he had if he was a rapper,
You found the need to answer the question, women deal with periods, pregnancy, and menopause. What do men have to deal with? And you answered women?
I mean, he's true.
Are you
know what,
100 years
Leroy?
old?
-1.
that's true. Okay, if women have to deal with all that, what do men have to deal with? Men have to deal with women who have to deal with all that.
Why are you tweeting this stuff?
I don't see anything wrong with what he said, but
You guys
you
are
answering
absolutely
weird.
ridiculous
you
whenever
are
it
res-
comes to the term woman.
You are
The what
responding.
now?
That you guys, whenever
Answer
you're
with-
talking about a woman.
Dave, by the way, did you win the
woman.
one that says answer without AI wins $1,000? Did you win?
No.
You fell for it, didn't you?
44, 18, 6, 33. No cheating. 16 times 9 is 144. You did this, like, you've been doing this all month.
Because it takes like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but why?
And I'm just curious as to why, if people like, it's 2 seconds.
Yeah, but
And
why?
then I look at the answers and I'm like, how could you get that answer?
But
It's not
nobody's
even
nobody's gonna follow you for this.
I don't care.
But like, what are you doing?
Do I
this
need
for?
followers?
I don't know.
Are you in the corner, like smiling while you're doing this? Like
He's very proud of himself.
Yeah, like are you pleased with
No,
everything that's
this
going
One is
on?
different.
Well, you also notice
I do it like
This is
if
so
I'm on
great.
if I'm on the crapper and I
on the crapper or doing. it
Oh,
during
wait
the
a
show.
minute. So are you on the crowd?
No, I don't do it during the show.
And then all of a sudden you start
I don't.
falling in love with the answers.
Leroy.
So what's
That's
supposed
a lie.
Leroy, I've seen you many a
Stop
times.
it right now, because you had no shame doing this on Friday in
Mhm.
front of us
What do you
during the event that we were at.
the fan fest?
Yes. We're sitting. He's sandwiched.
Well, because I couldn't because listen,
No,
I'm having
knowing
a hard
that
time
we were
taking
fighting,
everything
we were
serious
fighting for
with
internet,
Perry
and this
Pylon.
man decided it was okay to go on Twitter and look at videos.
He sits here on Twitter like if he's
All the time.
if he's ignoring me for like a whole segment, it's because he's looking at AI raccoons.
No, the
that wasn't
possums.
raccoons. That was
Possums.
a
Sorry, you're a child.
I'm a child. What? Listen, why are you're just jealous? You can't answer them.
Okay,
That's it.
Okay.
I'm jealous that I haven't tweeted in since September.
Well, I've had nothing.
You've
to
had
say
no
since
thoughts since the Cowboys Giants game.
So
No,
nothing
I've
on
had
the
thoughts.
nothing on this national, the
I
college
do
football
it. I do.
semifinals.
I do a
Nothing
radio
like-
show every day, and I express my thoughts there.
Sometimes, except when you're stuck on Twitter doing math problems.
I'm not. I don't do them during the show.
Or when you're hungry.
I'm gonna go.
This
you
has
know,
been
you know their
going
time
on for
stamps.
quite some time.
If I so let me ask you something. If I go through your answers right now, look at me.
Mhm.
If I go through your answer right now,
Mhm.
there will not be a weekday answer between 10 and 2.
Oh,
I can't.
Okay, dude.
I can't confirm nor deny.
uh-huh.
Let's go to break.
Back up to this. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Miami Dolphins introducing their new coach and GM today.
I hope it works out.
Me too, dude.
I hope it works out, because if you have somebody in the position that has had some success and sees how he wants it built, hopefully he just gets an opportunity to see that through.
I just want to know, I'm not going to dwell on this because there's no other point to. But Schmeeth and Schmolnick says you did 7 riddles on Twitter during the show yesterday. 7. Nearly won a segment.
Is that true?
Just look at his face.
I love when Leroy gets caught because he looks like a mouse that when the light turns on, or like a roach. You know what I mean? He's like,
really? Really?
No.
Thanks, Ethan.
Dade South also says you're basically doing a highlights magazine on Twitter.
Oh my God, we're going
at the
back.
doctor's office.
And somebody else just chimes in. I just checked, and all I see is a response: hippo. Well, I guess. I mean, this is not going to bring me closer to Twitter.
Danny, what's up, man?
What's going on?
You tell me, buddy. What's up?
I found something pretty interesting I think you'd like to know about.
Okay.
Miami Heat news.
Great.
So I guess the Bam blowback on comment sections all over the internet every time Miami Heat tries to talk about anything has caused the official Miami Heat YouTube channel to post a video about Bam Adebayo's value beyond the numbers. So they sent Cooper Moorhead on there to basically explain to fans why he's not going to put up, 25 a night and et cetera, et cetera. And what's also interesting is he promised to answer questions in the comments. So I wanted to read my comment in here because I think you're going to like it.
Okay.
As somebody that loves star chasing as much as you. So
I mean, sometimes, not all the time.
So the comment, the reason the fan base is hard on Bam is the expectation the front office has set by making Bam have a top 20 yearly salary starting next year. A lot of people think it's an overpay due to his lack of box score. Obviously, his value has gone up due to being a captain and being a very unique skill set in the league. The frustration fans have are due to the box score watching, lack of Miami's success lately, and not having a superstar player. I understand the front office may be big game hunting with Giannis, and if that is the case, people will lay off Bam once that move happens. Until then, you have to understand where a lot of the noise comes from and why. He is our highest paid and best player post-Jimmy era. It isn't fair to Bam that this situation is what it is. The noise is at Bam, but it's mostly the front office's fault and the frustrations with the front office and the lack of moves and no transparency at all. All that said, my question is, does the front office understand why the fans are frustrated? And is their priority still to find a Giannis, Luka, Shea level player? And do they still have the extreme hesitance that they had when we dropped the ball on Donovan Mitchell, KD, Dame, etc.? We had to give up players that are hard to part with.
Did you get to your answer? I got you. Okay, I get the gist of it, buddy. And
Signed,
I appreciate you listening.
Signed, Mike McDaniel.
What?
That was a dissertation.
Did Cooper answer your question, or do you need me to answer your question?
No. I just wanted to bring this to your attention because
what do you want me to do?
Go you would like my.
Do you want me to go to Cooper?
Go on commercial break.
Do I have to go to Coop? I can go up to Coop next game I'm at and be like, "Hey, Coop, you didn't answer Danny's question." Like, is that what you want me to do?
No. I wanted to bring the video to your attention because I thought it was interesting that the Bam scrutiny has gotten to the point where they put out an official video.
Well,
to explain why he's so useful.
I think, first of all, I think that Bam is valuable to the team, but Bam also went through a 2 or 3 week stretch where he couldn't buy a basket, and I don't think that needs over analysis. Like, you're not going to sit here and tell Bam Adebayo he feels scoring 8 points is acceptable for his talents. He won't.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's any justification that needs to happen. He didn't play good enough. He said after games, "I'm letting my team down." That's a quote from him. Does he have things that he has to overcome as far as the team not having a point guard or forgetting about him on offense? Yeah, certainly. But the last 4 out of 5 games, he's been averaging 25 points. Like, he's been doing a great job. He's on an upswing. I don't think that they need to do a lot of justification on Bam. Like, if
Right.
if the fan base is going to be hard on him, that's what comes with being the max guy. But I don't even think he would want a video of propaganda saying, "Look how good I am at the other end." He shouldn't.
Right.
Like, you're a max
I thought it
player.
was wild.
You're a max player. When you score single digits, that's going to come with criticism because
Exactly.
you're not in your Draymond phase yet, where you're completely Draymond.
Triple single.
Yeah, you're not at that point yet. You're 28 years old. You can't do that. You can do that when you're 38. All right, we'll take triple single. Or you can take some Mai Tais in a hammock, whatever the hell he wants to do at 38. But yeah, them putting up a video doesn't seem necessary to me. Also, tighten it up on the questions, because I got to tell you something. As somebody who reads comments, I'm not reading all that.
Yeah, he bored the hell out of me, B.
I'm not reading all that.
Like, holy smokes.
That was ridiculous.
Got to tighten it up, buddy. Speaking of tightening it up, what if you lose a little weight around these holidays, or it's don't look at me like that. You don't have to give me that side. I was just saying in generality. No, I see exactly what you were doing. I'm trying to segue into the A&T dry cleaners commercial. You're like, he doesn't watch anything this new year. But people who have Leroy and their wardrobe needs some tailoring up.
We got the place for him. A&T Dry Cleaners. Ira is our guy. You can call him, text him anytime. His number is 954-610-9383. That's 954-610-9383. It's the new year. You got new clothes. I had some pants that were actually too long. Had to get them fixed up. They've been around for 40 years. Their family owned and run. They do same-day sewing. Mama Ira, she's going to take care of you. She's going to be that family care, and they service all of South Florida, Dade, Broward, and Southern Palm Beach County.
Yeah, man. And let me tell you something. Ira wants to take care of our audience. So if you go to A&T Dry Cleaners, you mentioned you heard this ad on Tobin and Leroy. Guess what, dude? You're getting 25% off your order. Again, call or text Ira at any time, 954-610-9383. Once you use A&T Dry Cleaners, you'll never want to launder your own clothes again. All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. We take you guys up until 2 here on the program, so final hour.
Somebody asked if anybody asked about Malik Willis at the press conference.
I don't know. I did not see any quotes about that.
I doubt it.
Is he still under contract technically?
No, he's a free agent. Oh, well, till March 1st.
Yeah, so maybe they can't. I don't know what the rules are there.
Are we making an assumption here? Let's not do this. We are making an assumption that Malik Willis is going to be good. Right? And I don't want to, just because they're familiar with him doesn't mean that he's going to all of a sudden be the solution. I just want to make that clear.
I think it's just one of those things where you're looking at, we know the Dolphins have to go pretty reasonable, even though I think he's going to probably get a pretty good salary.
I think he get 10, 15 million.
So
unless he goes, 10 million.
10 million where?
What do you mean 10 million there? Nobody's going to give him, he hasn't.
What
he's getting 20.
What Fields get?
Fields got 2 years.
2 years 30?
2 years 30, but the first year was 20 guaranteed.
Yeah, he's probably going to get 20 guaranteed.
He getting 20 to 25.
A year?
Yes.
Dude,
no.
Hey,
he hasn't started.
Zach Wilson got 6.
No, I'm saying he's going to get. I would say 10 to 15.
Okay. He's a bridge quarterback. He's going to get 20 plus.
So I don't know, dude. I think that that's one of those things. I mean, unless they.
I just don't know, and I'm not saying he is or isn't going to work out. I'm saying I don't know, and we've made that assumption because, it's not Tua.
Yep.
And that's the only reason why we're
it's
making
it.
Tua. That is the only reason why we made, we've kind of given, these solutions.
It's not going to be Tua though. He's
right.
If they thought it was going to be Tua, you don't say you have a ton of respect for a guy and you're going to keep him.
Mm-hmm.
That's fluff up for trade value. Not that there is any, but that's what he's doing there. He's trying to be polite.
All right.
So they're saying Dolphins pose biggest threat to Jets for Malik Willis. He's going to have a lot of suitors.
No, he is. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, aren't we making an assumption that this is going to work out? Is he not playing because he was playing behind Love, and that's the only reason why? But because he didn't play in Tennessee, he got
played in Tennessee. He started off. He was bad. Their team was bad.
Right.
And then he got into a backup situation, and that's where it went off. But he was drafted right away in Tennessee. He got to play a lot, and it didn't go good.
Sam. We call this the Sam Bradford. Like you're hoping for Sam Darnold, not Sam Darnold. Sorry, we calling this the Sam Darnold because
I don't think anybody's. I think here's the thing. I think with the Malik Willis thing, I don't think anybody signs him with the expectation he's the franchise guy. I don't
think they did that with Sam Darnold, and he ended up being one.
Right. So I think it's just one of those where if you have a familiarity with him and it's an easy landing spot and his competition is going to be Quinn Ewers. That's why they would go that direction. But if I'm telling you right now, if they sign Malik Willis, I'm not making whale sounds for it or anything like that. It's a cool signing. Let's see if it works out.
Okay.
Hopefully it does. But there's a lot of hope there. There's not conviction that that's going to make it work for the Dolphins.
Right. I got you.
But he looked nice. He looked like he looks like he's got tools. Every time he's had to come in for Jordan Love, he's looked very, very capable. Although so did Matt Flynn that one time. Same franchise.
We went 2 for $400.
Oof.
2 games, $400, got $25 million, and never played because of Mr. Unlimited.
Mr. Unlimited, dude. Mr. Unlimited. If you guys,
I would say this: between the Jets and the Dolphins, this is more attractive
because you feel like it's gonna. The Jets
I just feel like for him coming here, and he's gonna have some familiarity with who's here.
That's only it. That's the only thing.
But it's still a better option. You think the Jets are a better option than here?
I got an O-line in New York.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. They're the only team that played. All their starters played all 17 games.
They gave up a bunch of sacks, though.
Yeah, and I got a guy who holds on to the ball a lot, too.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's going to happen. But if I can go to an O-line that's played 17 games, I'm not worrying about that, O-line.
Okay.
Yeah, the O-line for the Dolphins is going to be an interesting one because it feels like they figured something out, but they still have a lot of question marks because one guy's not durable. The rookie wasn't very good. Cole Strange is a free agent. I'd imagine Aaron Brewer wants a new contract too. He's going into the last year of his deal. So and he's like been looked upon as one of the best, not only centers in the league. People were talking about him as one of the best linemen in the league.
But you could have Malik. I don't want Malik though.
Well, aren't you going to just try and tank again for Dante?
No, we're going to get Kirk
Cousins.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't play on that turf.
Doesn't matter. He's only playing a year or two until you either draft.
A year or two, you're going to get a snap. You just did this with an old man on that death trap. You can't do that.
Yeah, we'll get another old man on death trap. And then he'll tutor whoever we draft. Maybe we'll get Simpson.
He doesn't seem like he likes to tutor.
He's going to have to tutor.
He doesn't like to tutor. He was very open about this.
Guess what? He has to understand he's on his last contract right now. So he's going to have to shut up, take it, and just become a bridge quarterback for whatever team signs him.
This is Jon-Eric Sullivan on his drafting philosophy.
It will be a draft and develop philosophy. I've already spoken on that in previous interviews. But we will draft, develop, and retain our own. There are things that come with that. Number one is culture. When you raise your own, people are vested. They're bought in. There's a financial component to it. With rookie contracts, it keeps you in a healthy cap situation. But the most important thing is the culture piece of it. Free agency, we will be very intentional and deliberate how we move about that. We will definitely utilize it when we get into a healthy cap situation, and we can.
It'll be a while.
We'll be disciplined, we'll be intentional, and we will chase difference makers that add value to the field immediately, but also add value to our locker room in terms of the kind of culture that we want to build.
Shots fired.
All right. Sounds good.
He was taking shots.
You think?
Or
was he just saying what he was going to do?
Taking shots at who? The Dolphins?
Dolphins' previous regime.
I mean, yeah, that's how he gets the job.
We're gonna draft our guys and develop them and try to sign them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let Van Ginkel walk out the door, guys.
That was one of my complaints with Greer is that if I work for the Dolphins and I'm in the position that Greer is, I am doing everything I can to re-sign my draft picks so it looks like I know what the hell I'm doing. The fact that you let those guys walk and then brought in a whole bunch of different guys when you have no guys that you drafted on your team, that right there is like, yeah, man, it's not a good look for you. And you did it to yourself. F them picks. All right.
I mean, Cheetah was worth the picks. He was very good.
No, I understand that. But if he had done that and still kept the guys he drafted, right, this team would be better.
Yeah, but some he really whiffed on. Like, I mean, if you really look at his the 2020 draft, like none of those guys are, I mean, they've been around, but you can't say that they're star players that they hit on. They had 3 picks. One guy didn't play for the team. Right. One guy has been consistently injured, and the other guy's been consistently injured.
Right.
Two in Austin Jackson. You have a draft with Cam Smith. Cam Smith he's playing for the UFL right now.
Right.
Like he stunk on a lot of picks too.
Right. No, listen. The success and failure rate for the draft in general is not overall that good for anybody. But what happens is if you hit on a couple of guys that aren't necessarily your main guys and then develop them, then you always can go back and talk about how well you drafted in that draft. My problem is that the guys that they drafted on top of the draft, the difference makers, they couldn't even afford to sign them. So if I'm responsible for the draft, the guys that I draft in the first and second round, if I want them, I'm doing everything I can to keep them because it makes my job. It makes me look like I know what I'm doing when I draft those guys. For him to just let those guys walk, he must have thought he was in a position in the organization that it didn't matter.
Yeah, because they extended Tua though. Like that's why. That's what cooks your cap.
Okay. No, what cooked their cap is all those veterans they brought in that weren't playing, that were either banged up or didn't contribute, and now you can't re-sign your own guys, and you're paying guys you don't even know if they're going to be healthy. That happened a lot.
I mean, the biggest one, though, like you probably look at it and say because he couldn't draft a cornerback, they had to trade for Jalen Ramsey.
Ramsey was fine. I was okay with Ramsey. You didn't have to worry about him not being able to play.
This was Hafley on. Well, you did at the start because he got hurt his first practice.
The start.
Finally, here's one more from Sully. This is him on why Jeff Hafley's the right guy for the job.
I can tell you today, you've got a phenomenal human being who is an excellent football coach. This process was thorough. We spoke with a lot of very, very talented coaches who brought a lot to the table. It was a great process because in speaking with all of them, it just confirmed my conviction.
Confirmed?
This was the right guy. I got to watch him work for 2 years. Jeff is a friend of mine. We've become friendly over the last 2 years, but understand this hire was based on professional respect.
Yeah, Leroy.
I watched him day in and day out connect with players.
And Aikman.
I watched his ability to teach. I've watched his ability to inspire. And I've watched the intellect and the organization and how people, coaches and players around the building buy into him. He will bring discipline and accountability, not only to his players, but to his coaching staff. Coaches will have to teach. That is vitally important. We're aligned in terms of player development. I told you, we're going to draft, we're going to develop, we're going to retain our own. But that only works if you're aligned within the player development part of things. We are.
All right, cool. Well, listen, sorry. I mean, that's all nice and all, but,
-1 for rambling.
Sorry.
Come on. No.
That's not rambling.
For rambling.
That's not rambling.
That's
We've
not
heard
rambling.
rambling.
That's not rambling.
For rambling.
We've heard rambling.
For propaganda.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm just saying.
Crimson saying, sorry for being long-winded. I just love talking hoops. You guys do need to work on being more warm with your viewers, by the way. Best of luck.
Shut up with that.
All right, Crimson.
This is exactly
I
what
gotta tell you something, dude. I gotta tell you something, dude.
Go wear a cup.
Danny,
Nice
here's what I gotta
job.
tell you, dude. Okay. -1
-1
for being. We let you on the air. Okay. You spoke for 3 minutes reading your comment, not even to us. You were reciting it to Cooper Moorhead. And I told you that I would take your comment to Cooper personally, and I'll say, hey, could you answer his question? I'm glad that they answered your question about Bam Adebayo. I feel like I answered your question, and now you're in your feelings about it. So I would say no, -1 to you, because you need to learn when you're talking too much. And that's okay. Maybe nobody's ever told you that.
Get your own show.
We're very appreciative that you're listening, and I appreciate that you like to call in and contribute. I would welcome you again. Just be more concise next time. Button it up.
I mean, I didn't know he was going to read an article.
You had a lot of thoughts, dude. That's all
No,
we're
he
saying.
was reading an article, basically.
You were reading an article. That's fine. If you love hoops, that's great. We love hoops. We're going to do 15 minutes of heat coming up here in a second. But that was a lot. That was a lot. It was just a lot. And also, by the way, you could have just been like, hey, is Bam good enough with wanting to get a star? And button it up right there.
What was the 4 minutes just to get to the question?
Right. I was just that's it. But we appreciate you. We don't not appreciate you. It's just a long time.
It's like a book report, or when you have a thesis and they don't even get to the thesis. It's all filler. It's like battle rap. I don't need the filler. Get to the bars. I need the punches.
But maybe you can win some heat tickets right now, because caller number, what do you want to do, Jennifer? 4 or 5? 9?
Let's see. Caller number 4.
Caller 4 to 305-567-0560 is going to win a pair of Heat Magic tickets. They will get going on the 28th is when that game is. So if you guys want to go to Heat Magic at the Kaseya Center, caller 4 to 305-567-0560. Dal Kane says, he was reading. Y'all are rude. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to tell you. You can't all be I feel like we as a show are more open to the audience than anybody. Nobody even takes calls anymore. And
you see why?
You gotta and like you're gonna ruin it for everybody. I don't know what to tell you. Nobody wants to hear stuff that's long. So come in here, make your point. We'll have a back and forth, but tighten it up. That's it.
Tighten it up.
Tighten it up. Caller 4, 305-567-0560. gets the Heat Magic tickets. Back after this. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com.
-1 for tardiness.
Heat. Late is late. Right? Did you get any, in meetings? That's not really that late. Late is late.
Nope.
We're an accountability show,
JFig.
Okay.
JFig cannot work for Tom Coughlin or Bill Belichick and those
I don't
guys.
want to. There you go.
Or Denny Green.
Or Denny Green. Or,
You know what Denny Green would say?
Hmm?
I don't find you. I cut you.
I like that.
I say the same thing.
Yeah, but I don't think she means cut in the football sense.
and I don't think she's talking about humans.
Yep.
I think she's talking about birds.
Talking about humans.
The beak was gone first. She did it slowly. My carcass was dissected. I said, just end it.
Polly wants a coqueta.
Polly just wants the misery to stop.
Polly got to wait a couple of years. And Polly should know that.
Hmm?
Polly should know that. This is what you signed up for.
You talking about the Dolphins?
Yeah.
I'm talking about his life. Don't sign Malik Willis. Anyway.
Is it safe to say that Josh Allen got his coach fired?
That sounds like his crying did.
His coach got him. The coach got himself fired.
Why did he throw those picks?
No, but he gave up. He's the one that had the scheme for those 33 points that was given up.
Man.
And he's also the one that told the owner and the general manager, "Yeah, we don't have enough. You guys didn't give me enough."
Which is an accurate assessment.
Yeah, but it's also an assessment that can get your ass fired.
Yeah.
But Josh Allen did get him fired because the guy said, when I saw Josh Allen crying, that's what made me fire him.
Maybe he was crying because all them damn picks, not because of the coach.
By the way, this is the first time, and I can't believe I feel like I'm caping for him, but it's the first game that Josh Allen had where you could say he was the cause of their loss in the postseason.
He wasn't very good this year at certain times. Like he definitely he looked definitely more like the Josh Allen of a couple of years ago.
But I'm sorry.
He was throwing a ton
because listen, there's a couple of teams. Like, first of all, let me tell you, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I know you're glad you have DK Metcalf, but I want to make a small point to you. You know why Seattle got rid of him?
Why?
He can't catch.
This is a riveting 15 minutes of heat, by the way.
That has been an issue since he got into the league.
Mm-hmm.
So when he start dropping balls, y'all gonna be like, "Wow, we gave him all this money, he can't catch." 15 minutes of heat. This is what it's supposed to be.
Yep. I mean, that's what the music was played.
Yeah.
And,
Did you not hear me do the liner? Were you doing a Sudoku again?
No, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything.
I'm checking your Twitter.
Go check my Twitter. He almost had 3 fumbles in the AFC Championship last year.
Well, you know who didn't have 3 fumbles?
Who?
Bam Adebayo last game.
He did not. He was scoring like crazy. That's a segue.
We were talking about 15 minutes of heat, and we just got into NFL talk.
Although I kind of want to divert off the heat because this Giannis yesterday.
Oh, you love this.
When does he make the leap, huh? He's got to at this point. Like, enough of this this nonsense. I mean, we're sitting here. He's banging his head against the wall. He's got Doc Rivers as his coach. You've basically said you've been booed by your own fans. You got no teammates. You're getting blown out every other game. And now you're telling everybody your teammates are selfish. Like, do you think the Bucks get the hint, or does he have to say the words? Does he have to say the words to make it happen?
I went out.
Yeah. Like, it feels like that's what it's going to get to.
No, it kind of feels like he's going to have a mysterious hammy.
I don't know. I think he tried that too, didn't he? With the calf injury? That's when all this stuff came out. Unbelievable. Ricardo says, stop with the Giannis stuff, Tobes. How can I stop? How can I stop? How could you watch this and not be fascinated by all of this?
How?
Yeah.
Because very easy. The Heat don't end up with these guys lately.
That's fair. No, I'm saying that's fair, but I'm just saying in the totality of it, like whatever you want to say about the Heat's ability to get Giannis, the ending with Giannis is fascinating because they, as a franchise, seem very delusional and not wanting to part with him. They're doing everything they can, but they've run out of bullets, and they're putting him in this corner of like, well, if he doesn't ask out, then
they're trying to make it sound like it's not us. He never asked to be traded.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it's a crazy thing to see this.
Yeah, I'm out. I think the way this whole thing is playing out, you'll find out in the next couple of days, or nothing will happen. Right?
I don't know, because the other thing that's fascinating
if
about
they wait till the last minute, they're not going to be able to garner the capital they want. So if they wait till the last minute. So if it's going to happen, I would get it out there early so we can have some competition.
Yeah, I don't think, though, they're ever going to get what they want for him. I think this is going to be one of those situations where you get up a guy that good, I think everything's kind of going by the wayside of the way teams are, and teams are going to try and squeeze you and all that type of stuff. But the thing that's crazy about this with them is they've seemed to be very much in denial and making moves.
Yeah. But
now they've kind of run out of moves because nobody wants what they have left to trade. Like they have Kuzma, Bobby Portis. What else do they have to move?
Right.
Nothing. Like there's no other trades to make. They've run out.
So you're to the point now, if it doesn't work with Giannis, time to get some capital?
Yeah, I would assume so.
See, you know why I can't have this conversation with you?
Why?
Let me tell you.
Well, you're not having it really anyway. Like you're locked into. I don't know what.
No,
you're
I'm
doing.
not.
You're locked into your phone.
I'm not locked into nothing. I was reading the message. So here's the deal.
I don't get. So you were reading.
You know what? You guys give me a lot, but
no,
I'm not gonna say anything.
No, he gets something. If somebody says you're on your phone, he's like, "No, I wasn't on my phone. I was just locked in my message." Then you were on your phone.
So anyway, if they're gonna do anything, they have to start early. Simply because, I mean, if you want to get the most for your return, you got to do it now.
But they don't seem like they're going to do it unless he says it, because nobody wants to be the bad guy in that sense, right? That's what's crazy, because he's gone.
So you think everybody's trying, so they're going to stick with the same terrible situation because nobody wants to be the bad guy?
Yeah.
But grow up, Peter Pan.
We saw it with the Heat last year and Jimmy. It literally took Jimmy taking one-legged threes before they would make a move, right? Pat Riley put on statement, we're not trading Jimmy Butler, even by his request.
Yeah, but the problem is that Jimmy didn't do his thing either. He said he was going to go out there and ball.
Yeah, but when he went and requested something behind the scenes and the Heat publicly said, no, we're not doing it, then he felt like he was backed into a corner. Not saying it was right. It was still unprofessional, but that's why it got to that position. John Morant, we're kind of going through the same thing, right? Like it seems like, maybe he wants out. Then they're like, there are reports that they're open to trade him. Now he's saying, well, the place I want to be is Memphis, but maybe that's because nobody wants to trade for him.
And how would that work with Ja down here with the guy that he didn't like in the first place?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like the Heat are very interested in him. So
Did you just tell Tobin to grow up?
Yeah. The only person that was interested in Ja was you.
Just like in the fan base, that's not true.
Really?
Yeah, I'm way more in the weeds with the Heat Nation than you are. So who are you to speak
I got it. Okay. That's who you want to align yourself with?
Do I want to align myself with it? I would be intrigued by it at a certain value. I think I've made my point on this.
No,
I'm not giving up the farm for him.
You see how – can I just say this?
What?
This is what annoys the crap out of me.
Why?
Because you say stuff, you say what you want, and then you throw a caveat in it where – it's almost like a get out of jail free card.
It's not a caveat. I've told you on other guys that I would give up everything for him, whether it was Damian Lillard, Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant,
Giannis.
whether it be Giannis. Yeah, Giannis. Like I would say I would trade basically whatever you got to get that done. But for John Morant, I don't understand why I'm being so misunderstanding on that. Like that seems
I see it.
I
don't care how much of a bargain he is. I don't think he helps this team.
Okay, that's fine. You can have that opinion. I'm not.
You think he helps this team?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I think if there's an element of infusion of talent, having a real point guard, getting the ball to bigs, having an alpha to go to at the end of close games.
Talk about the other stuff that makes you wonder if he's going to even be available.
Of course. Well, those are the red flags.
Okay.
But
the very big, like the red flag with Tyler is what?
Durability, bad at defense.
Okay. So if
not been a number one option on a good team.
So anybody who wants to work a deal for Tyler Herro has to take that into account, right? Now,
well, Tyler doesn't have any red flag baggage, though.
No. I'm not saying that. No. His baggage is his unavailability for whatever reason. Ja is not only immature and does things that get him suspended, he's also been prone to injury. So add that additional thing along with the injuries. It seems like I don't care how cheap of a deal you get for him, he may not be available.
He might not be available, which is why I wouldn't give up much for him.
Which is why I wouldn't give up nothing for him.
Okay.
We need guys who can play, who can participate on a nightly basis.
You don't think he's a talented basketball player?
I didn't say it. See?
Well, I'm asking you a different question now. You've made your point on the durability. I'm asking you, do you think he's a talented
I think he's talented.
Okay.
Yes.
So we agree on
now
that.
He has slowed down a little bit. He's not as aggressive as he's been.
Some wonder if that's by design.
So, like,
some wonder. I'm not saying I wonder. Some wonder.
All I have is what
some people are wondering.
All I have is what I see.
Which people?
People are wondering that.
Them damn people. I want to kick people's ass.
Why?
Because always your people, you have people that always agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many of these people?
Just people, dude. People wonder that.
I need names with these people.
No, he never has names, dude.
People are wondering, is he tapering it back a little bit?
You think he's tapering it back? So I have more of a problem with somebody. Like, so think about this.
You have more of a problem?
Regardless of how bad
mm-hmm.
Ant-Man's teams may or may not be,
mm-hmm.
you know he's going to play. You know he's going to ball out. You know he's going to give everything, right?
He hasn't been on a bad team. His teams have been great for the last 3-4 years.
Please let me make my point, okay? He just seems like he has that dog in him, that he's going to – what are you flinching for?
He hasn't been in Make a Stinkville yet. He hasn't been – he doesn't know. You can't –
okay. I don't – do you really want – let me ask you this then. Do you want a guy who gets in his feelings and doesn't play so he could got out of a situation?
I'm not here to judge anybody else's situation.
Oh, man. He's don't tap out, Leroy. Don't tap out. Don't tap out, Leroy. Come on.
It's going out like John Cena.
Come on. Do the Undertaker. Come on. Don't tap out. Don't let him get the best of you. No.
Right now he's doing Hulkamania.
Am I going to have to give you the Panama Lewis?
Dude, you're bleeping exhausting.
Why? Because I don't agree with you?
No, because, like, if the biggest issue that the Heat have had is availability, I don't care how cheap somebody is. Do you sign up for that?
Yes. With this season, where it's kind of like meandering up and down, you get cooked by Pajemski one night. You know, like, I don't know what you're afraid of. Like, it's one thing where you're saying, hey, this would really rock the boat. Things are going good right now. They're going okay right now.
Okay.
They're going okay.
Okay.
Thank God for Pelle Larsson. Dirty Pelle Larsson, according to Draymond Green.
That's funny in itself, isn't it? Isn't it funny in itself?
It's ridiculous.
Draymond calls me. That's like you call somebody a show pony.
It's exactly. I would never do that. You know, you can say a lot of things about me, but you can't say I'm not accountable.
Yo, why are you fibbing?
You can't say I'm not accountable.
Dude,
what?
You can't say that. You can say a lot of things about me, but you can't say that I'm not accountable.
Tobin,
what?
I love how his eyes are just circling around.
He can't even hold it. Like, he can't even say.
He can't make eye contact with anybody because he knows.
3 people I'm making eye contact. You through the glass.
And you can't even look at me straight with not knowing with that comment you just made.
Dude,
you're accountable.
How am I not accountable?
Dude, every time we bring up something that you said,
mm-hmm.
and you're like,
that's why you have to listen when he tells stories, when he says what he believes, he always drops a little caveat. So he says, yeah, I want Ja for a price.
Yeah. Why is that? I can't have everybody has a price.
No, but my argument was I don't want him even at a price.
Okay. You don't want him because I want him. That's why.
That's not why.
Right,
I explained to you why.
That's basically
I explained to you why.
Okay.
He's a knucklehead. He misses games. The last thing that he want to do is get rid of somebody who's missed a lot of games, bring in another guy who misses a lot of games. It doesn't help your team.
Shaq's super mature when he traded for him.
Okay. Ja ain't as dominant as Shaq.
Nobody was.
Okay.
But he wasn't very mature.
Okay, but that's a different level of immature. Right? I'd take a chance with Shaq. You got Shaq is available?
No, he retired.
Okay. So you want a 6'1", 175-pound point guard?
He's always played above his weight.
And you
Let's go to break.
All right. Well, Leroy, I mean, he kind of killed all of our time this last segment with that.
No,
John
Leroy
Morant
says
stuff.
availability, then wants to keep Herro. No, it's not. I didn't say that.
Fair point.
I'm saying, like, why would you replace, if you're going to trade Herro, why would you replace him with the same guy, just a different color? A guy who's not available for whatever, a multitude of reasons.
Yeah, but I would say,
and who's had some injuries.
I would say this is the argument, though. John Morant's been the best player on a good team. Tyler Herro has been the 3rd to 4th to 5th best player.
Oh, okay, but if neither are available, what's the difference between the two?
Well, Tyler his new stuff just creeping up all over the place.
No, you didn't answer my question. If neither are able to play basketball,
but why isn't he available? That's the thing. Like you're not acknowledging that there's been mystery around.
Okay, he's missed some time for knucklehead stuff, but he's also missed time for injuries.
But this year specifically,
you want to throw away all the other years?
I'm talking about this year specifically. It seems a little bit.
I don't even count this year.
Okay, don't count this year.
But I'm counting all the injury stuff before that, and like I guess I'm unfamiliar with I have an injury, so I can get the hell out of here.
Okay, well, Giannis has gotten hurt in 3 out of the last 4 playoffs.
He's also MVP and he's won a championship.
Okay,
so
what to your question? What is the cutoff point though? Because I'm talking about the last 4 years. So he's been gentleman swept by the Heat twice. He's been bounced in the first round. He has won one playoff series since winning a championship, and he gets hurt a lot. But you would still trade for him, right?
I trade for Giannis. Okay. Giannis is on a different level than Ja.
Are
you serious?
I would agree he was on a different level.
Are you serious?
But
you're comparing Ja and Giannis.
I am comparing players with questions and flaws and things that are in the background.
But one has an MVP and a championship.
But dude,
the other one that does.
There's probably 3 players in the league right now that have no chink in the armor that you would trade for. Like
no,
Anthony
Edwards,
agreed. SGA and Joker. Like that's
agreed. But of the guys that have problems, I feel more comfortable taking that chance on Giannis than Ja. How's that?
I think that's a fair thing, but you're going to have to give up a lot more. And that's why I'm saying the Ja thing, I have a certain price. Like I'm not giving up all the best assets for him. And I don't know why that's a crazy thing, but you don't want to you don't want to risk it to get the biscuit. That's fine, dude. That's
not risking it. Like if all I have is a guy who is given basically, he's better than Tyler. He can be more of an impact player than Tyler. But here's what this team needs.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever replaces Tyler better be able to shoot the ball.
You know that Terry Rozier had no red flags before they traded for him.
No, he had one. We just didn't know about it.
That's interesting, huh?
Everybody knew about it except the Heat.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that?
Well, the Hornets knew about it and the NBA knew about it.
Right. So
if you said durability, if you said availability, if you said efficiency, all that type of stuff, they still traded for him.
Again, unknown issues. I'm talking about known stuff here. I'm talking about.
I think Date South asks a great question. What's the worst that could happen if they trade for Ja? They're kings of Playinville right now. What's the worst?
Okay, I'm here. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm not big on winging it. Right? I like to take the information that I have and make an educated decision instead of saying, hope it works out. So if there's an issue of what's the worst that could happen, right? I can look and see what the worst could happen with it.
Don't you want somebody who can get Khalil the ball?
Can he?
Yes.
Okay. He can't shoot. He's a rim guy. He's a rim runner.
Wasn't my question.
Huh?
Wasn't my question.
But yeah, I want somebody available too. What do you want me to say?
You know what? I'm done.
Do I want somebody who can get Khalil the ball? Yes.
Okay, great.
Does he need to be available? Yes. Therein lies the problem. You can put whatever twist you want on it, buddy.
Not a twist. It's not a twist.
It's a twist.
Come on,
it's
baby.
Twist. You're hoping for the best.
I am hoping for the best. That's right.
Right.
Sometimes.
But you have to use.
That's what I go into every.
You have to use recent history to kind of try to get a determination of what you think that result would be.
Vlad, you ever tune into a sporting event and not hope for the best?
No, I've never done that.
I tuned in on the national championship. I was hoping for the best. Didn't work out for me. That's what I always do.
You're an ass. I'm going home.
See ya. That's it. That's the show.